I'm addicted to success.
What's up? Welcome to your new favorite podcast, The Ain't Shit Show, the home of booze, views, and unpopular opinions. I want to thank y'all for joining us for episode 95.
Yeah, 95 live. Time to get live.
My name is Fresh, and I'm one half of the Pod Guys, and with me is one of the best men in all the podcast land, Mr. B.
She forgot my name. What up?
I got stuck for a minute.
A little brain fart.
Hey, it's cold as a bitch, so my brain probably
it is.
Frozen.
My shit's trash. This is the last days. It be hot and isn't hot as fuck on fucking Saturday, Sunday. And not hot as fuck, but warm, and then goddamn snowing and shit. It's snowing in Richmond. Glad I ain't in Richmond.
It's supposed to be snowing at home too, man. Like it's cold. Like
But it won't cold yesterday.
Oh, it wasn't cold there yesterday. It was cool here. It was getting pretty cold yesterday, and it started raining. And then after that rain came, I don't know what happened, but like I walked outside to go to the car this morning, and what's the first thing you say when you walk out the door?
Shit's cold.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, shit. Like,
shit is cold.
Seriously, man.
But nah, it felt good this morning, matter of fact. Like, it was like 55. Baby. It was like 55 this morning. I was like, damn, it felt all right. It was raining though. Like, but when I went back out for lunch, boy, it goddamn colder than the witch's nipple.
Listen up. It was 30 something this morning, and it's been 30 something all day. It says 29 right now. That's
wicked for November. Like, goddamn. Like, it ain't even Thanksgiving yet. And it's cold as a bit. I don't know about this winter. I'm gonna chill. Last winter was pretty good for the most part.
I feel like I get upset because we don't get fall anymore, man. Like, we don't get a fall. Like, we don't get the chill.
We do. It was fall. It was fall all last year. I mean, it's been fall. It's been, I don't know. This is just unseasonably cold. Like, last year, I remember it was nice and good in fall. You know what I'm saying? And then it, like, snowed in December once, like, one day, and then it ain't snow for the rest of the year.
Oh, no, not in Atlanta, GA. It was hot, and then it was 50s, 40s, 30s. Like, we never got that, like, 70s, low 70s, 60s. Like, that lasted for, like, 2 weeks. And then it was, like, super cold or unseasonably cold. Like, I want to give a shout out to North Carolina. I remember my freshman year in Raleigh, and I didn't wear a coat the whole time I was in school. Just a jacket. That was as cold as it got. And I was like, oh yeah, this the life right here. Like, fuck yeah. Like, I was sold. I was sold on Raleigh then. I was like, I was sold. And then, like, weather and shit just started changing. But I remember that whole fucking year because that was lit as fuck. Like, but it's cold, man. It's cold, and I'm dealing with the heat in my crib because it gets super cold. It gets super warm in my bedroom. So, like, the rest of the crib will be, like, you know, regular, but it's super cold. It's super warm in my bedroom, so I be having to, I have to adjust the heat and shit all the time.
Just close the vent.
My vent is on the fucking ceiling. I'm 5'5". Like,
you don't. It's this thing that revolutionized the world. They're called ladders. You don't got a step ladder in your house. You short, you got to have a step ladder in your house.
I have like a 1-2 step ladder. I have very high ceilings. I have like 9-foot ceilings.
Jesus Christ.
Like, I have very high ceilings in my apartment. So, like, with the vent, I get, like, the broom or some shit to try to adjust the joint. But it's an apartment, and it don't just move that easy. So,
I bet it moves that easy.
Well, hey, you're free to try to adjust it if you would like. I've been living here for almost 4 years. So, if you know something I don't, please feel free to share.
Yeah,
it
you
with
just
me.
got to move the little thing. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, your house is probably, when was your house built?
07.
Okay, your house was built in 07. I'm sure these apartments is way older than your fucking house, and the shit in here don't move as easy as your 10-year-old house. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, shit just ain't.
I mean, it's just a vent. It's a vent slip. You know what I'm saying? Just boom, hit the little thing.
Yeah, I like the fact that you think that I'm slow and I just wouldn't just move some shit that's easy to move. Like,
I think you just can't reach it. Is your issue.
I mean, I can't reach it, but I have other items that I can move it with. I've gotten the maintenance men to come in and like adjust the shit and get up on they fucking ladders to adjust the shit. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it is what it is. Like,
be hot.
Yeah, it's just going to be hot, or I'm going to be fiddling with it. I really feel like I just need to get a space heater for my bedroom. Because that'll save a lot. Because if you in my house 9 times out of 10, you sleeping in my room, unless I got a whole bunch of company. So a space heater, I feel like it'll work.
Maybe.
I don't know. I just got to figure it out. I definitely got to figure it out. But what you been up to? We skipped last week. Sorry, guys. Life was lifing.
Yeah, some shit to do last week. What did I do? I ain't been doing shit, man. What I do this past week, and I ain't really do shit. I went to the outlets and shopped a little bit, and I had to. I bought a new house, no rental property, so I want to check that out. But, that's about it.
Shout out to B for his new house he purchased.
Duplex.
Dope as fuck.
Appreciate it.
Did you go see it and all that?
I ain't go inside because I ain't closed on it yet. So
okay.
I just wanted to ride around and see what it looked like.
How long before you close?
3 weeks, I think.
Get your rock. 3
weeks, I believe.
Okay. Well, congratulations, man. I'm proud of you. I'm going to the Envy and Big Pun joint this weekend in Atlanta.
Tiff will be down there. I'm gonna let you run down there.
Yeah, so go check that out. It's only like 4 hours, so I'm interested to see how that shit go. Since it's paid, I'm hoping that, it ain't like some of these other joints I went to.
I think she official.
Fuck Dan. He be selling these houses, swindling people and shit like that. Dan Mural, he always swindling motherfuckers. Don't go to his shit. If you interested in real estate, do not go to his shit at all. He gonna waste your time. So this weekend was cool, but at first, because we didn't record, I went to homecoming last weekend.
Weekend for last.
Yeah. Weekend for last, right? And I actually did go to some outlet shopping because I passed them all on my way up. I passed 3 joints on my way
what's
to
the one in
Raleigh.
South Carolina? Like, is that Gaffney or some shit?
Yeah, the Tanga in Commerce, Georgia, then Gaffney joint, and then Mebane. So I passed all 3 of those.
Remember when Concord used to be an outlet mall? That shit ain't even an outlet mall. It's just a regular mall now.
I never remember it being an outlet mall.
Concord Mills? That shit used to be an outlet mall.
That must have been like back, huh?
I guess.
Yeah, I don't remember it. I always remember it kind of being I don't know. Because I do remember like some outlet stores in there, but I don't think I classified it as an outlet mall. But I didn't start going to Concord until late in the game. After I started going to Atlanta a lot, I started going to Concord because I was in Charlotte and shit. But was in Raleigh Durham, went to homecoming. Shout out to the Falcons, man. Homecoming is great. Let me tell y'all something. It's nothing like going to a HBCU. Like, I feel like all Black people should experience an HBCU. Ain't nothing wrong with your PWIs. I get it. But HBCUs is like family. It's really like a family reunion. And, it was dope. Coach K was there.
Oh yeah, you talk to him?
Yeah, quality control. Nah, I ain't really talk to him like that. I don't be liking doing like groupie shit. But he was super cool. Like he was just regular, walking around like everybody else. I don't think people really know him like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
That's why you
saying?
should've talked to him.
So, I mean, I was drunk as fuck. I wasn't even really thinking about it like that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, that's dope. Like, he here, you know what I'm saying? Show love. He the CEO of Quality Control, one of the CEOs of Quality Control. For y'all who don't know, that's the QC label Migos and Cardi Management and City Girls and some other big acts, but just
Lil
super
Baby.
cool. Lil Baby. Charlotte's finest. Shout out to
That's
Dice.
Atlanta's finest.
Lil Baby? Oh, I'm thinking about Da Baby. All right, too many fucking babies. But shout out to Dice from the Chatty Patties. St. Aug alumni. We chopped it up at homecoming, and you know, it's just great, man. It's just a great feeling. I probably haven't been to homecoming. I did the math. I don't think I've been to homecoming in about 6 years or so. So it was good seeing everybody. Shout out to everybody who listens to the pod, who told me that they listen to the pod, and you know, making me feel like one of the top 5 dead or alive sexy motherfuckers out there.
Shit. I'm grabbing your nipples or something? What's going on? Grabbing your butt?
You so extreme, my nigga. Like,
grabbing your butt?
No, people know not to violate me.
Folks kissing your neck?
Only violations that may have happened was motherfuckers putting their hands in my hair, and I hate that shit. Don't touch me.
Well, niggas seen the waves.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? You know how black people are when they see waves and shit. Like, but you know, it was a good ass fucking time. Shout out to all the Falcons, man. Shout out to Bone, and shout out to, so you know, I saw my favorite couples goals. Jada and Dewana, the twins celebrated they 1 year birthday, first birthday and shit.
Shout out to them. Shout out to the twins.
And the one was like telling the twins like, hey, they give y'all a shout out like every other show. She was like, they don't even know they famous. Hey, they so fucking cute. But shout out to them, man. It was a great time. A lot of love. Caught up with a lot of people that I hadn't seen in a very long time. And it was just a good time. And just shout out to St. Aug all together for like just expanding and like growing. Cause like this was probably like one of the best homecomings.
Yeah, I seen that shit look alright.
That shit was popping.
It seemed like every homecoming looked alright. Like every like all the homecomings I seen, like Winston-Salem, Central. Of course, Central shit was this past weekend. I rode on the yard, matter of fact.
Word.
Couldn't find no parts, so I dipped. But I ain't really had no stake in the game. But that shit was lit though. But
yeah, shout out to
Winston-Salem
Central.
shit looked crazy. A&T
went to
shit,
grad school there. You know, A&T always bananas.
Yeah, but they said Central shit was out off like damn near better than that shit.
Oh shit! Competition.
That's what they say. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, Winston-Salem shit was turned too. Hey,
shout out to the black schools, man. Howard, Hampton.
Shout out to North Carolina for having the most per capita.
Facts. That is very, very dope. And everybody know what's up. This week I had a good weekend too. I can't even lie. Like Saturday and Sunday was on some chill shit and I needed it. I was supposed to be super productive. I was moderately productive. Did like a lot of chilling though. I hit you and, I was telling you how crazy it was because, I don't know, it was Wednesday, Thursday night or something. And, hold on. Before I get into that, let's talk about how we got to this point. Shout out to me, B, Sean,
not me.
We fucking won. Oh, yeah, you're right. BB, my homegirl BB, Sean Fallon, which is a DJ here, homeboy. He's super fucking cool. And, 2 other ringers actually that we had, but we finally fucking won hip hop trivia. Listen, you know, I've been playing hip hop trivia for like 2 years and we always get close. You just win like a $50 bar tab, but it's really more so for bragging rights and shit. So we had some shots and shit.
Yeah.
We had some shots and shit, but the category was cuffing season. I was just like, yo, let's go. cause it went from every week to now they only have it like once a month. And, it was we finally won. Niggas was booing. They was mad. It was about 30 teams. Bro, we crushed that. Nah, it really is. Cause you can have up to 6 people on your team. But a team can be one person if they want it to be. You know what I'm saying? So it was like 30 teams out that bitch, maybe a little bit more. So everybody was there. We finally won that shit. So because we all hyped up, Sean was like, his homeboy DJing at Medusa, let's go to Medusa. And I'm like, man, I was supposed to come out here, win this trophy, take my ass home. But I end up at Medusa, and it was doing R&B. They was doing R&B that night in Atlanta. And we sitting, we drinking, we already kind of feeling good because we done won. We've been drinking the whole time. We at the bar, and Brian Michael Cox walk in, and we like over like in his section. And the funny thing about it is I'm always in the same spots with Brian Michael Cox. For y'all who don't know, he's a songwriter, famous songwriter, producer guy.
One of the greatest songwriters of all time.
Yeah, but he always around and shit. So I always find it funny because I'm just like, okay, like he be everywhere and I'm everywhere. We everywhere in the same spot. Like we run in the same circle, which is funny. But
I used
me
to
and
see
Sean,
that nigga all the time too.
He always around, right? And he kind of like super regular degular. Like a super regular
it's funny,
degular. Like
when I used to be in the A, it was this nigga I used to run with named Dean. He used to work with Disturbing the Peace, and them niggas used to look exactly like, and we always used to be around. Them niggas look, when I say they look
like
exactly,
almost like a little nerd though, right?
Yeah, like my man Dean looked just like him though, like fucking doppelgangers and shit. That's
crazy. But I was just like, damn, like, running around with this guy, like every time I'm in the same spot with this guy, chilling, whatever. The thing I always say that I love about Atlanta, because no matter who in the spot, I guess everybody not tripping. Nobody gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody really give a fuck. Everybody be minding their business. So it's like a light crowd in there. It's probably like about 11:30. Light crowd in there, everybody chilling, like it's just a good vibe, like a good chill vibe. It ain't really like a club vibe, because Medusa is more like a lounge versus a club. And everybody chilling R&B, everybody feeling it, singing like they R&B and shit. So then Sean go, there go Lamar Odom in a tuxedo. No, he laughed. He was like, hi, Lamar Odom in a tuxedo, right? So I look, I didn't see nobody, but I did see another nigga like in a suit. So I just laughed. I thought it was like a joke and shit. So then I turned back around. And then next thing I know,
it's funny. Niggas is funny. Like when they don't understand shit, like, that's crazy.
Yeah. And then go back to doing what the fuck they doing and shit, right?
Like, so you don't want to play the nigga, but you don't really give a fuck either.
Right. Facts though. Facts. But then I look like probably like 10 minutes later, and I look up because this nigga tall as shit. And it's fucking Lamar Odom in a tuxedo. And it cracked me the fuck up.
You fucking fell out like, oh, that's what this nigga was talking about.
It was super funny because to me, like, it's Lamar Odom. So, like, Lamar Odom in a tuxedo seems super random as fuck. Like, if we think about just Lamar Odom and who Lamar Odom is, like, crackhead basketball player, heart attack, ex-Kardashian, like, he just seems like a random person for me to be like in the same spot with. And I look over at this nigga like having a good ass time. I was like, yo, that is fucking Lamar Odom. And then we like weak at the fact that not only is it Lamar Odom, but he's in a tuxedo. Like he's the most dressed person there. That's what make it super funny. But that shit was funny as shit to me. I don't know why, because I've been around a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people, but Lamar Odom just took the cake for me. I don't know why, but Lamar Odom fucking took the cake. And then I saw the shit on like the Shade Room and shit. And my homie B gonna hit me like, oh yeah, you saw it was Lamar Odom birthday. That's why he was in there. I was like, nigga, we was in there when the Bottle Girls came out and the sign that said happy birthday, Lamar Odom. Oh, she like, fuck, I be partying too much because I didn't see none of that shit. And the spot not big. It's not a huge spot where you would have missed that shit, bro.
Right.
But, you know, that's just Atlanta. Like, that's just a night in Atlanta. Like, anything can happen in Atlanta. And I fucking love it. Like, I fucking love it because it be random as fuck. Like, everything is just random as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But, shout out to Atlanta. Shout out to a good weekend. I hit you earlier and you said that it was a death of a dynasty going on. And I feel like that's absolutely true about the Breakfast Club, man.
Yeah, it's on its way out.
It's on its way out, B. I feel kind of sad about it. It's been holding us down for 8 years, man.
Yeah, I don't know how to start my mornings otherwise.
Yeah, like who can feel that? So y'all done heard us talk about the Breakfast Club and what's been going on with Charlamagne, Angela Yee. And what I'm assuming is that Charlamagne still has not apologized, nor does he think he should. And I know you listen to his podcast and things like that. Has he mentioned anything else since?
Nah, I ain't even addressed the shit.
And you know, Charlamagne getting money, so he probably don't even give a fuck if the shit end. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I mean, he can get his own show. I mean, he could get his own show. I don't know how successful it would be, but somebody would definitely sign him to do, you know what I mean? Like a Morning Spot or some other shit.
Yeah, I don't think like anything he can do will have the impact of the Breakfast Club and hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because this in the history books right now.
Yeah, I mean, like they're all. They can all go and do other things, but it won't be remotely close to what they've accomplished.
Yeah. You hear? I hit you this morning because I be listening. It's like Envy say something, Angela Yee give her shit, Charlamagne to say some shit, it'd be like crickets. Like, you don't say shit. Like, I don't even give a fuck what you talking about. And then they be sending like little shots at each other like a little bit.
Yeah, the other day he was like, the same little sentiment that he had about like censoring artists and shit like that, about something, the same shit he said about like when, you know, the whole shit transpired with Gucci or whatever. And he was like, yeah, you know, on his podcast, he was like, well, you can't, you know, I don't censor nobody and nobody censors people. You know, you can't be responsible. You can't say what you want about people and not expect them to say what they want back. Shit like that. So he said the same thing that he said on his podcast, like on the show. You know what I mean? While she was talking. So I was like, look at this nigga think he's slick.
Yeah, he keep trying to say shit, but you know,
somebody need to address that shit.
Yeah, somebody need to address it, and I'm 100% aligned with what you said that they should have done Breakfast Club Court. Yeah,
for sure.
You know, I feel like they should have did that, and the fact that they didn't is another level of that, because they address anything. They address fucking Envy cheating on his wife on the air. Like, if y'all can address that, I feel like y'all should be able to address anything. And I'm wondering when these contracts are coming up.
Right.
Or how long Angela Yee gonna stay on tour so she'll have to come back in the studio. Because that's when the shit really gonna hit the fan. Yep. When she come back into the studio.
She been there when Envy was in France and shit. She was there. That's amid all the time. Like, cause when he was in France, they was doing the show together. That's when the shit dropped and everything. So it was just funky then.
But that shit like dropped on a weekend, right? Or like, was it during the week?
Shit was on a Monday.
They was together that whole week?
Yeah, because Envy was out of town. Because Envy was posting shit from out of town. He was in France.
Yeah. This gonna be interesting because I feel like she probably feel like, nigga, you could have apologized. And I feel like this may be one of those instances where an apology could save it.
Yeah, but
I don't feel like Charlamagne give a fuck.
Yeah.
And you can easily come back and be like, look, you know, maybe that wasn't the best decision, because I done heard a lot of commentary on it from a lot of people with names and shit like that. And kind of everybody was on the same page of like, you don't really let nobody fucking speak ill about your people like that. You know what I'm saying? In that particular, on that particular platform. Cause like I said before, I didn't feel like that interview was mandatory, but you always trying to jump out there and get the people who either won't come to the Breakfast Club or it's some type of problem with your people to go out there and get that interview, you know? And, I don't know. I think Charlamagne may do well in a Wendy Williams type setting, like with a show, like a TV show where he's being basically male Wendy Williams. That might work.
I mean, he had the Uncommon Sense show on, so I don't know. That shit, I mean, it was about 3 or 4 years. It was on MTV too, though. If he got like a daytime show, yeah, I don't know if he ready for daytime. I mean, I don't know if the world ready for daytime from Charlamagne.
Maybe a nighttime show, but the same vein, because his Uncommon Sense shit was more about like political topics, and he'll talk about, pop culture and shit like that. But Wendy's show basically about the tea. That, you know what I mean? So if Charlamagne had a show basically about the tea, and I guess kind of like his podcast, but by himself without Andrew, maybe he could do that, get 30 minutes to do that. I don't know. I've been watching the Reed show on Fuse, and I feel like they get in a rhythm. But sometimes I feel like people's personalities on podcasts or behind the mic is different than being on TV. It's a different skill set. You know what I'm saying? And on a podcast, you going with the flow, versus on a TV show, it's like, cut. All right, now say this, now do this. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't come off as authentic. But shout out to Fury and Crystal and their show. To me, that's goals. Even if they only get a season and they selling that shit for $1 on Amazon Prime, and I think YouTube maybe. So people buying that if you don't have Fuse, because I don't have Fuse. Like, I didn't even know that wasn't part of my cable network. But shout out to them. Have you heard of this Brandy curse? The curse of Brandy. I think I might have sent that shit to you.
Yeah, you sent it to him.
So I just want to read off a couple things here, because after I read this shit, so I've always thought that Brandy was a little bit off, right? But then when somebody put this thread together, it was funny as hell. So the thread goes, Brandy Norwood is a terrible woman and a curse, and let me explain. It says, after Moesha got canceled, Hakeem died in real life by getting hit by multiple cars at once. Adele died in real life after Moesha got canceled. Bernie Mac died too. Is that a coincidence? Says County Bond was
what the fuck Bernie Mac got to do with it?
Because he used to be on Moesha.
He did?
He made a couple yeah.
Nah, man. Fucking Mac, man. Go ahead. I'm gonna look that up.
He was on that shit. It said Countess Vaughn was on Moesha, and look what she looked like now. She a living mess. Merlin Santana died too because of the Brandy curse. Say, Brandy killed a whole ass human and ruined the family's life. She did kill somebody in a car. She said Brandy did a song with Mace and then had Big Pun on the. Told you. Brandy did
like one episode though. That's fucked up.
Yeah, but niggas tying in everything. So the reason this shit was so funny to me, because it's like partly make you think, and then it's partly like how the Illuminati and conspiracy theorist people be tying shit together. And then it said, Brandy did a song with Mace, had Big Pun on the remix. Big Pun dead.
Sitting on Top of the World remix. That shit was fire.
Brandy did a song with Monica. Then next, Monica boyfriend killed himself, and C Murder is doing life.
Jesus.
Right. Hold on. It said Whitney Houston was Brandy's idol. That's all I gotta say. It said Snoop Dogg is Brandy's cousin and caught a murder case. It said Brandy used to be managed by Chris Stokes, and we know what he did to B2K. Also, what's not mentioned in here is that Brandy is the person that fucking put out the eye of nigga from Immature who wore the eye patch. She threw a book and scratched his cornea and fucked up his whole eye. It
Little Drummer Boy. Oh, no, yes. That was Romeo.
Romeo. Little Drummer Boy was the first boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before the dark-skinned boy. I don't even remember his name. It said Brandy dated Wanye from Boys to Men and gained weight, and he developed back problems and had to retire.
Shit.
Brandy
that nigga
has
still singing. Fuck out of here.
It says Brandy had got 6 albums. Brandy is 6 letters, and her eyes are 6 feet apart. 666. Beware the signs, man. Yo, that had me weak, bro, when I first read that shit. Cause I'm like, damn, like, Brandy has had some weird shit. And you know, Brandy been lying to us since the beginning. Remember she lied and said that she was married when she got pregnant and shit? Found out she was never married to the nigga.
That wasn't his kid, right?
Yeah, I don't think that was his kid or no shit. Brandy been on some shenanigans. Brandy has been on some shenanigans. I just wanted to share that with y'all. But speaking of curses, we talked about Omarion and Lil Fizz. Do Omarion got a curse? Because now they talking about J Boog slept with Omarion mom.
Them niggas crazy. That nigga had a terrible circle around him, boy. Them niggas ain't fuck with him at all.
At all. Do
nigga
you
fuck
think
your mom. That shit crazy. Like you
could you
dance
deal with
outside a
somebody
nigga
fucking your mom?
mama. Fuck no. My friend?
No, Delonte West.
Yeah, and that shit was rumored though. Like, so it's funny because I saw a thing on Facebook about Delonte West and like the rise and fall. Like his mental health was fucking like he's been that nigga was in like he grew up in fucking psych wards and shit. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know any of this.
Really?
Yeah, hell yeah. That nigga was like 12. Like he done tried to kill himself like 30 times since he was like 10. Like he was in state hospitals from like 10 to like 16 and then went to them. Like, got out and went to high school and shit and was killing niggas, like, on the court and went to St. Mary's and shit. But that nigga, and then went to the league, got all that money, and now, like, that shit was fucked. And then, like, got locked up with mad pistols and shit. That nigga's crazy as a fucking, the Dickens. That nigga nuts.
The Dickens. I didn't even know that
Me
history
either.
about
Like,
him.
cause they were like, that, once they got bounced from, what playoff year? I think it was like 07 maybe. I don't know, but they got bounced early in the playoffs that year, and they were saying like because of the cohesion between the team and you know the controversy between LeBron and him and his mom and shit like that. But everybody always denied it. I don't know if it's true or not. There was never any evidence of it outside of just like speculation. They said, but
yeah, I wonder how the rumor even come about. Like
I don't know, but that nigga got locked up. He had like guns in the guitar case and shit. And
wow.
Yeah, like on some Antonio Banderas type shit.
Yeah, that's the shit I'm thinking about, like shit like that. Like that's some movie shit.
So that nigga like now he fucked up in the game, like he fucked up like he homeless type shit. Niggas be like posting mad random pictures of the nigga online and shit. Nigga looking crazy. You
right. He is, and he look bad too.
Yeah, he homeless. Definitely ain't no good looking homeless motherfucker.
Hey, you'll be surprised who going fucking couch surfing all the fucking time.
Yeah,
nigga,
this ain't couch surfing. This nigga's outside. Yeah. It's outside surfing. Sidewalk surfing.
Man, that's crazy. Like mental health is real, man.
For sure.
Mental health is real. It's talking about that, and they were, talked about this previously that they say most people who are like homeless long term, most of them suffer from either drug abuse or mental health shit. And, that makes me sad. And since, it's cold as fuck in Atlanta, it's cold as fuck when you start seeing all of these posts about warming centers being open and shit, like for the homeless and shit. But damn, Delonte West. What would you do if a nigga slept with your mom? You fighting or you like your mama grown and you cool?
If it's not a nigga, it's your friend. Like a nigga that you get money with that's in your fucking group. Let's make sure we put the distinction on that.
Okay.
Like, oh nah, niggas getting smoked. I'm fucking killing all y'all niggas. Everybody dying.
And what you gonna say to your mama? Cause they
ain't
had sex by themselves.
Square up.
To your mama.
Put your goddamn hands up. Put your hands up. You about
hey,
to beat
that's
your ass
funny as shit. Hey, yo, telling your mama to square up is a mean joint, bruh. Mom, square up. This what you want to do with your vagina? Fuck my mans?
Yeah.
Hey,
run me this fade.
It's on. Like, I'm a be pissed with everybody.
There's no somebody, though. You got to make, like, it's your friend. Fuck your mama. Like, a nigga that you, like, traveled across the world with multiple times. Like, you know what I mean?
But see, I feel like...
I mean, not friend per se, but like friend in air quotes, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, because a friend ain't fucking your mom, but...
True.
Yeah.
But...
Like a nigga that you done, like, spent intimate moments with, not no homo shit, but, you know what I'm saying? Like... Just on
But
some
I feel like if
personal shit.
I could think of that more so as a coworker relationship. Cause it really don't sound like them B2K niggas was really, I mean, they were a group that were put together, but they still were put together through like their informative years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but still, like, I mean, y'all niggas, for what it's worth, y'all niggas still grew up together. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas was kids when they was on, and then they became adults and were doing so. Like, regardless, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's niggas that I grew up with that I don't fuck with, but I would not dare try to fuck their mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? That shit is crazy.
If you don't fuck with them, you might try to fuck their mama.
I'm not fucking no nigga mama that, like, I grew. Nah, I'm not fucking a nigga that I used to kick it with, like his mom. I'm straight. I'm straight. That shit wild.
If a nigga fuck your mom, would you fuck their mom?
Nah, I don't know.
Get back?
Nah, I don't know if I'm gonna do all that, but like, no, that's the least of my concerns trying to fuck a nigga mama. I'm trying to damn see about you. Gotta see what's happening. We gotta figure something out and beat your goddamn ass.
Shit, I don't like the grown men my mama fucking, so I'm definitely not about to have none of my friends fuck my mama. I'm turning this whole table over. Some shit is about to go down. Somebody fuck my mama. I told you, I don't get down like that. Like, I feel like that's a loyalty thing. I could deal with one of my, like I said, I could deal with a coworker fucking my mama before my friend. And I don't think B2K, based on what's going on, they wasn't friends. They might all got fucked by Chris Stokes together, but they might have been Eskimo brothers or some shit. But
right.
I don't know, but that shit fucked up. And, you know, Omarion is still with the trying to look low. You think he really is low, or he just like, fuck it, I ain't gonna say shit, or you think he gonna cry in the car?
And they got a big ass jacket on. Hey, why you got that big ass jacket on for your birthday? Like, what are you doing? Like, you don't got a shirt on with a big ass jacket.
I hate that shit.
Somebody help him.
I hate
it's
that.
It's a cry
shit.
out for attention and love. Like, he's in need of some goddamn, I don't know. Why are your sleeves so big, sir? What are you going through? You got bell bottom sleeves, like, and your shirt is not on. And then you got like Beijing and your shit. Like, what? What are you doing?
Yeah.
And you got a perfectly good hairline. What's going on? What's happening?
Do we know he got a perfectly good hairline? Because he did used to shave his edges all the time.
Nah, that nigga shit crispy as fuck. You just putting dye on your hair for no reason with a big ass coat on.
I don't know if niggas put down their hair for no fucking reason. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it out to you because I ain't really checked for Omarion's hair like that, so I don't really know. But if you using a rack of fucking Beijing, like, you trying to get it extra crispy, I don't know. But that's the one thing I hate about niggas in LA, like celebrities and shit in LA. Like, what's the temperature? Like, you got on a big coat and no shirt. Chris Brown be doing a whole bunch of shit too. Like, you got on a bubble coat, some shorts, some bands,
but at least Chris is making incredible music and still performing at a high level. Well, Marion ain't doing shit but dancing.
Oh, that got something to do with the way you dress.
Yeah.
Oh,
you can at least get some sort of a scapegoat. You know what I mean? Like, all right, it's cool. That nigga's a weirdo, but you see that nigga goddamn cut a fool? Marion just doing like little, like he a sidewinder snake in the damn desert. Some shit. He just be like dancing in the kitchen, like with his hands.
In his socks.
Yeah. Like,
that we all can do. We all can dance like Omarion.
I mean, Omarion can dance like shit.
I feel like what Omarion does not qualify as dancing in 2019.
Have you ever seen the Touch video?
That pop lock shit is just that. Niggas, do you see the dances these kids do with these fucking isolations?
Nah,
like, Omarion was doing like the beginning state. Like, he started that shit. These kids now be taking them fucking isolations and shoulders and shit to a whole nother level. Like, he got to step that up. He can't go on tour with that shit.
Nah, he could dance like hell, but that shit that he be doing in the on the damn linoleum in the kitchen ain't business. But nah, Omarion can dance like a motherfucker. Listen,
unpopular opinion, I don't see it for Usher or Omarion dancing in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Unpopular opinion. That's me. I feel the same way I feel how I felt about Michael Jackson. What Michael Jackson was doing was great for that point in time and the skill level that others had at that point in time. Feel the same way about Omarion and Usher. I feel like a lot of these kids today can wash them niggas. I follow dancers on Instagram where I just be like, yo, these kids is crazy out here with they fucking isolations. Have you heard of Kid of the Great?
I don't know. Probably.
I'm gonna send you his shit. He been dancing.
You talking about the little dude?
Yeah, he always dancing in his kitchen and
Yeah,
shit.
that's my little nigga.
Okay. Yeah, that nigga can dance like fuck, bruh. Like, his isolations be crazy.
Yeah, he cold.
Shout out to these kids that can dance, man. Speaking of kids, let's get into Brown and Proud. I want to give a shout out to 12-year-old Gabrielle Goodwin, goes by Gabby, founder and CEO of Gabby Bows. She invented and patented the first double-faced, double-snap barrette. And she's been working on perfecting her product since she was 7 years old. Gabby has launched a deal with Target, and her barrettes are in over 74 stores across the country. And depending on how that goes, it can be put in even more. 12 years old, man.
That's dope.
12 years old. That's great. That's great to find your purpose so young and know what you want to do and see a problem in the marketplace and see how to attack that. I'm sure if we had Gabby's double snap barrettes when I was little, that would have saved me a lot of ass whoopings for coming home without my barrettes and letting people play in my hair and coming home and my mama having a whole fit. B, you probably don't know the anguish of being a little girl and having this barrette bucket that your mom filled up with all these different types of barrettes, and then you not bringing home these 3,000 barrettes that your mama put on your hair before you went to school and shit. But shout out to Gabby, man. That's super dope. You ready to get into some litter shit?
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Little Shit is our pop culture segment where we talk about all the fuck shit on your timeline. What you on today, man?
I'm stoned. I'm so stoned. I got some gas. It was so good. Such good weed. Hey,
I had some, you know, when they be giving shit names and shit. I do shit, but I'm not an aficionado, right? Even though I do it, I really don't know what's the gelato from the perp from the this. I just know if it's good or if it's bad, you know, pretty much. But had some shit called some gelato, bruh. Lit all homecoming weekend, man. All homecoming weekend. Well, I am on, I'm drinking wine. I drank yesterday when I wasn't supposed to, but somebody asked me to drink because they was having a hard day and wanted me to go to the bar with them. So I went to the bar with them because I'm supportive, you know?
That's how alcoholics are.
Right, exactly. I went to the bar with them. And we was only supposed to be there for like an hour or so. It ended up being there a long time. But no harm, no foul, because I had a good time. So shout out to them. But I'm on wine today. So put your cups up. Or put your butt up.
I'm high as hell. I am. It's like this weed I got right now is fire.
Giraffe balls, man. Be up there. I'm gonna have a sip to this Robert Crawford book that's coming out, which I feel like I'm going to listen to. And I say listen to because I do
Robert
Audible.
Crawford?
So Robert Crawford.
Oh, Robin.
Yeah, Robin.
I thought you said Robert.
Nah, not Robert. I don't know. The way she had that Sid from the internet mohawk, maybe it is Robert Crawford. So the late Whitney Houston's longtime friend Robin Crawford is opening up about her complicated relationship with the late great singer. Crawford's memoir called A Song for You, My Life with Whitney Houston is where she talks about being friends with Whitney Houston, their intimate relationship. And she also talked about being the maid of honor at Whitney Houston's wedding in 1992 when she married Bobby Brown. Crawford said that although she and Whitney had a physical relationship when they met when they were teenagers, by the point where she was marrying Bobby Brown, the intimate part of their relationship had to cease because it was not going to be acceptable in, you know, it was more so taboo back then. And for somebody that initially came out as kind of like a sweetheart before she was good girl gone bad, Whitney Houston, she had to put up a certain image and things like that, which you'll learn about a lot of your faves from back in the day, especially if you let Quincy Jones tell it. But they were long past that by the time she got married. And she says she still feels a sense of sadness, though, on Whitney Houston's big day. She said despite their relationship being complicated, she only wanted the best for Whitney Houston and her marriage. She says that as far as their sexuality, in quotes, she says, we never talked about labels like lesbian or gay. We just lived our lives and we just hoped that it would go on like that forever. Other things that have come out in this book is that Eddie Murphy asked Whitney Houston out and basically stood her up. And also that Robin and Whitney had plans on jumping Wendy Williams after that controversial interview where Wendy Williams asked Whitney Houston about her drug usage. She said they was going to go to the studio and whoop Wendy Williams' ass, but they said they didn't know what Wendy Williams looked like. That statement stood out to me because I'm like, damn, like we know what everybody look like nowadays. You know what I'm saying? But this was back in the day before social media and shit like that. So you either had to be on TV or, you know, radio personalities. We didn't know how a lot of radio personalities looked back in the day if you didn't live in that city and went to like live events and shit like that.
They could have found out who the fuck Wendy Williams was.
Yeah.
They ain't want to fight. They ain't want no fucking smoke.
They didn't want no smoke?
Nah. Wendy probably had the crack that they probably knew each other and was getting high together. That's some bullshit. Like, you can't find out who fucking. I mean, Wendy Williams is known to fucking hit that dope. You know what I'm saying? So, bitch, y'all, so you trying to tell me Whitney Houston could not find at that time of her life when she was fucking like Whitney goddamn Houston that she couldn't like, yo, who the fuck is Wendy Williams and where she at? That's some bullshit.
You calling bullshit?
Yeah, that shit doesn't make sense. Like, so you trying to
now
tell
that
me
you
one of
break
the most
it down, I'm with
famous people in the
you.
world can't find out who the fuck another famous person is? Like, or locally famous, you know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here.
True. That's very
like, nigga,
true.
I knew what Wendy Williams looked like. What the fuck are you talking about?
We did all know what Whitney Williams looked like.
Yeah, like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
I feel like the only person I know of to date that laid hands on Wendy Williams was Angie Martinez.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Was that in her book?
Yeah, that was in her book. And
what'd she say?
She said that Wendy basically was saying some fuck shit about her when she was with Q-Tip and shit. Cause you know Q-Tip her baby daddy. Angie Martinez baby daddy.
She got two baby daddies then? Cause the nigga Nokia was is her baby dad from Drew Hill.
You're right. But she was in a relationship with Q-Tip.
Oh, okay.
She was in a relationship with Q-Tip. So it was around that time, whenever that time was. That book came out, I think last year. I think like early last year, the year before last. Yeah, that's when I listened to it. But she did. She went and she laid hands on Wendy, man. And Wendy was scared and all that shit. And, you know, Wendy always been like a mess. What you think about Robin writing her book? Because I've been hearing different opinions about that. What you think about it?
First off, I know a lot of gay women's named Robin. I think that's just like a gay name, like a gay woman name. Robin Roberts.
I know zero women named Robin. Robin Roberts?
Robin Roberts gay? I know this girl named Robin. Shout out to Robin. She gay as hell.
Name your child Robin so she can be gay.
No. She already has a name, so that wouldn't work.
No, I wasn't saying you. I was saying the audience. I was just making a joke. Calm down. I know how. No.
I wasn't. I'm just saying, like, the joke didn't land well.
Oh, okay.
For me, anyway. I thought you were talking to me, but
no,
but nah. I mean, you know, everybody every dog want a bone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it was evident that like in the Bobby Brown movie that they were, you know, fucking around and shit like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, I mean, shit, she got a story to tell too. Might as well. I mean, it's interesting shit. Everybody, motherfuckers want to know. It's like the allure of, you know, like these meteoric fucking, you know, superstars or whatever that, you know, people just have allegiances to. So it's going to be a seat for every ass in terms of somebody wanting to listen to it. You know what I mean?
I feel you on that. Everybody was kind of giving her, well, not everybody, but a lot of people she received some backlash on writing this book. And, you know, people like, well, let Whitney rest XYZ, but I kind of feel like this. I feel like, first of all, everybody been telling their side of the story. Why can't she tell hers? Second of all, just because Whitney Houston was a part of my life, it's still my life. I should be able to talk about my life if I want to.
Yeah, because I was the same motherfuckers couldn't wait to hear motherfucking fucking the little boys that they said Mike molested tell they lies.
Yeah.
Y'all couldn't wait to hear that. But y'all, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Whitney Houston, I feel like Whitney Houston is an interesting character. When I was talking to my sister about this, I was like, yo, you know, how you feel about that? She was like, I ain't know nothing about that. I was like, really? Because that was tea even when Whitney was alive. Like, everybody knew this. Like, Robin and Whitney was basically Oprah and Gail. Like, we know. That was always the vibe. Everybody knew the vibes. And then
it was Missy and Trina.
Missy and Trina. Missy done hit Trina. Missy done hit Nivea. Missy done hit Janet Jackson. Yeah. Missy got some bodies, bruh.
Yeah, Missy ain't even cute. That was crazy.
But Missy talented. I see how you could like Missy.
I mean, yeah, I guess. He started doing that he howl and your shit. You'd be like, oh, okay.
And listen, let's be clear. Male or female, it's been proven you ain't got to be that attractive to pull a bad one. Like, let's be clear.
But damn, though. She ain't fine at all.
I don't think Missy is unattractive, though.
Nah.
You got to fall back on that, bro.
Missy is
You think Missy ugly?
I'm straight. I'm cool. There's nothing about Missy that's appealing to me.
I think Missy.
Like, the only thing that's appealing is her musical talent. Like, I would love for her to be my friend, but it's no physical attraction at all. She might have a fat ass or something in person, but
oh my God,
I doubt it. You know what I mean?
Missy might have a fat ass. That's in person, bro.
You know what I mean? But other than that, nah, I'm straight.
I think I would give Missy a smooth 7.
Shit.
I would give Missy a 7 for sure.
Wow.
For sure. I don't think Missy
on
is
scale like 20?
That's fucked up.
I'm asking. I'm just trying to get a range.
On the scale to 10, nigga.
Holy
Do not disrespect
smokes.
the queen, Missy.
Looks wise? No way. Jose.
If we are talking about like super duper fly when she was super heavy Missy, well, that's around the time when she was smashing a lot of these women. But come on, like, I feel like Missy, and I just saw Missy on the Read, cause they love Missy and Missy did their show. I thought that was super dope that she wanted to do their show. I give Missy a 7. Give Missy a 7 for sure. You cool on Missy?
Yeah, Missy, I'm straight. That's just my friend. Like, we good. We are good
That's
buddies.
just my friend. Well, I'm pretty sure Missy don't want to be nothing more than your friend as well. So the feeling would be totally mutual.
That's cool. That is super cool.
Oh, yo, I don't even know how we got there, man. But, you know, Missy got some bodies.
Yeah,
Missy definitely got some bodies.
Some hoes now.
Missy, as she should.
Trina and Crime Mob was here this weekend, randomly as fuck. Like, I had no.
They were there for Central Homecoming.
Shut up. And they were fucking at the Ritz in Raleigh. Well, nah, the Central had a couple. Yeah,
it was called Nothing But Anthems. The show was called Nothing But Anthems.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, because Durham ain't got shit. Like, they don't got nowhere to party. Like, it was mad parties in Raleigh for Central Homecoming. Y'all got to do better, Durham. But
he threw shots at Durham. Shout out to Central. That's my alma mater as well.
Fucking shout out to Central though for sure. But funny story about that real quick. Shout out to my homegirl Chan. She is like one of the funniest people that just has no idea that she's funny. So I'm coming back from
those are always the funniest.
Yeah, like she was just innocent as hell. Like, so I'm riding back from Burlington and I'm on 40 and shit, right? And so like it was this police escort and these big ass tour bus. You know what I'm saying? Like 3-4 big ass tour bus. So like they had a police escort and kind of motorcade type of deal. So I'm like, I'm on the phone with her as I'm talking. I'm like, damn, who the fuck? I'm like, my folks got the shit, you know, the motorcade and big ass tour bus. She was like, well, shit, I heard Trina and fucking crowd at the fucking Ritz. And I was like, what, nigga? I was like, nah, ain't no goddamn, them niggas is in an Uber just like you. The fuck you talking about? Like, especially Crime Mob, them niggas in an Uber pool. Like, that shit was funny. She was dead serious. I was like,
Mob in the Uber pool is totally legit.
Yeah.
I'm totally with that. That's
for sure. Them niggas, like, Trina had an SUV, but them niggas was in the fucking Uber pool. Like, Diamond and Princess
Trina was in an Uber XL, and
Yeah, for sure.
Grandma was in a Uber pool.
Yeah, my nigga. She talking about some goddamn, man. You know
Uber
what?
Black.
Well, shit, you know you, Trina and fucking Grandma up here this week. I said, nigga, that ain't them. The fuck? You got no goddamn motorcade with 4 fucking tour buses. That's a president or some shit. Big Congress.
Somebody in there, for real.
That shit was hilarious. Shout out to Chan.
Hey. Would you be in somebody's wedding that you had feelings for?
Wow. What was this from? Oh, Robin, the Robin show.
We are talking about...
Man, what are you talking about?
We are talking about Robin Crawford and Whitney Houston.
I don't know.
I know we go on our tangents, but we got...
I don't know, bro.
Bro, would you be in a wedding of somebody you had feelings for?
I don't think so. I don't know. I do like some Dwayne Wayne shit. Like, Baby Please. One of the greatest episodes of TV history. Just putting that out there.
Facts.
I couldn't wait to like busting a nigga.
We got to talk about on this show things we saw on TV that was really kind of unrealistic.
Like pornos.
Oh my god!
Like porn,
bro.
you know,
like porn, just
like porn.
Different. Like everything.
I'm just saying, like,
sex.
cause nigga, you like, oh shit, niggas is fucking like shit on Manuel, like, mad humping and shit.
I mean, I can go with that.
Hell yeah, fucking porn is exaggerated shit. Like I thought my first time getting sex was gonna be like a porno. That shit was not like a porno. That shit was like an after school special.
Is crazy.
All right.
I don't even think I watched porn prior to having sex. I saw magazines, but I don't think I ever watched. But you know, I don't watch porn like that anyway.
I had the Cinemax porn. That was like I didn't see like raw butt naked porn until like you know what I mean. Like you know what I mean.
You saw like real sex and
nah, I saw Manuel.
Soft porn.
Yeah, soft porn. What it like? It's Manuel. I don't know. Manuel. That shit was a girl. She had like a short haircut. Shit. She had pretty titties. She used to like grind all on the niggas and shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know. It was weird.
She used to grind on niggas.
Yeah, like, it was like, they be fucking, but they wouldn't be fucking. Like, you know, it's like, it's just weird.
Like extreme dry humping?
Yeah, you know what I mean? You're close. Yo, you remember, what was it, Step Teachers? Or, Subs or some shit? It was Cameron Diaz and, Justin Timberlake.
Bad teacher? Yeah, bad teacher.
He was like, when they were fucking, when they were dry humping and fucking on the table, he was like, oh my God, your clothes feel so good next to my clothes. That was the greatest shit ever. Hell yeah, that shit was funny. All right. But, what are we talking about? I'm just high.
Oh, Lord.
I'm stoned. Oh yeah, Dwayne Wade busting in that motherfucker. Yeah, man. That was one of the greatest. Like, I definitely thought I was going to break up a nigga wedding and shit one day. Like, baby, please.
You really did?
Hell yeah. I was like, yo, I can't wait to do that fly shit. That shit hard. That nigga came and got his girl. I'm gonna do some shit like that.
So, a slight backtrack before you got off porn. Where I was going with that is because, like, I saw something on like BuzzFeed or something, and it was talking about like the cost of these houses if they were real, like, or apartments or whatever the case may be. Like, these people would not, based on their jobs, they wouldn't be able to live there. And then I was watching like an episode of like Girlfriends and shit, and they were like 26 and shit, like head of the law firm and shit like that. I'm just like that shit. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's a very slim chance.
Unless you had to be like Doogie Howser or some shit, which is also some fucking farce.
So we got to talk about that. But back to Whitney and Robin.
Word farce.
Shout out to farce. Shout out to Word of the Day. Dictionary.com. Farce. Give them the definition of farce.
I don't know.
A farce is something that is a lie or unrealistic or unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
That's what off the top of my head farce means. But me personally, I definitely could not be in the wedding of someone I had feelings for. If I had feelings for you like that deep and we moved on, I probably wouldn't even be at your wedding.
I just got down, bust up in that motherfucker with Marvin's Room playing. Just on the goddamn, on the Bluetooth.
I'm just saying.
like
the
nigga back in the movie with the nigga, what was that shit? The movie with the white man, he had the boom box.
His last name started with a C.
And actually, Drake did that shit on the, what's the name video too? The Kiki video when he was talking a lot of shit.
Drake has done all things soft. And
Damn, what
Drake
was that shit, man?
And Trina is coming up next. Dun, 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 dun. B Hill Segway King.
Oh yeah, I do it. I do it.
Okay, so let me ask you a different question then that you may be able to answer. Would you let your wife remain close friends with a same-sex relationship she used to have?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, I guess I just have to, see what the relationship was and is. But yeah.
Would it be different if it was opposite sex versus same sex? You know either way she was intimate with this person and now they're friends.
Nah, it ain't no difference. It just gotta be, you know what I mean? Like, I just gotta, we have to establish roles and reasons for people being, still in relationships and in your life and shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I feel like your wife, not your wife personally, but most wives wouldn't let their guy remain friends, like close friends with somebody they were in a relationship with.
Right.
And I always tell y'all, like, I'm friends with one of my exes, and that always becomes a problem. Like, it always becomes a problem. And I'm just like, you gotta chill. Like, it's different when you suspect something versus the title alone makes you upset. Like, I'm the type of person, you can be friends with whoever you want to be friends with until I sent something different, and then when I sent something different, the shit gotta be shut down.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta kind of take it that way. But I'm all down with Robin Crawford telling her story. I feel like she should be able to. And Audible has sent me a 30-day. They want me to renew my Audible, and I get 2 free books. So I might just get that joint. I'll let y'all know how I go. If it actually goes down. Robin Crawford writing the book for Whitney Houston is lit or shit.
I guess it's lit.
It's lit. I want to hear what happened, because we know that Whitney was a character. And Whitney seems complicated regardless of any type of relationship that she was in.
Whatever side of the damn fence she on.
Right, exactly.
I wonder if they had like orgies and shit.
Why you think that?
Because they used to be high as fuck.
Yeah. That's true.
And Robin used to be there. So she probably got
I think her and damn Bobby, based on the Bobby movie, they probably had beef. I don't even think Bobby wanted no parts of Robin or no shit like that. And based on what Robin is saying and like rumors and what we thought happened and shit like that, Whitney seemed like the type of chick that's like, this my bitch and this my nigga and y'all don't fuck with each other. Like, it's basically about me and what I want. And I want you and I want you and I want you and I want you, and y'all can't have each other. So I feel like I would have wanted to know Whitney Houston.
Yeah, she seemed interesting.
She definitely seemed like a character. And, just the fact that you talented is all fucking get out is crazy. Moving along. So Kid Capri and Trina was in some perceived racially motivated events this weekend. So legendary DJ Kid Capri shared a video of a racist encounter that he had at a gas station in Alabama. He pulled up at the convenience store called Store 17, and a white woman behind the counter immediately yelled for him to remove his hoodie. Kid Capri felt disrespected. He felt like it was racist. He posted, "Racist, wow, wow, wow. This happened to me yesterday in Auburn, Alabama at a gas station at a store called Store 17. It's sad, but I'm glad it's happened because she fucked up. She has no idea who I am." I love when people say that, but she's gonna know. She's gonna know. Hashtag discrimination case, hashtag race, hashtag Store 17. It says she ran into the wrong one with her racist ass face. I'm on it. Kid Capri felt like the lady should have came over to him instead of yelling to him to take off his hoodie. He had her on video, and looks like the lady may have been on phone calling the police or something like that, but he wasn't feeling it. In our favorite state of Florida, Trina, who B mentioned earlier, Segway King, Trina saw a lady crying in the Florida Walmart and tried to console her by asking if she was okay. The lady responded, because no good deed goes unpunished, "Leave me alone, you nigger bitch." From there, all hell broke loose. Trina went off on the lady saying, "Say it again," so she could whoop her ass. Trina said that the reason that she didn't whoop the lady's ass is because she know that there would have been all types of legal liabilities and lawsuits against her versus the person. She said that the silver lining that went on was that another white lady tearfully came up to her and hugged her and apologized basically for her race, pretty much. Interesting, or just another day in America, my G?
Just another day in America. We got to get Trina a new voice. Her voice really isn't good for yelling. Like, I didn't,
her voice is very distinctive. I knew that was Trina.
Like, goddamn, some of the, I was like, Jesus Christ. Like, I see why you aren't married and can't keep a man. Jesus Christ, you get mad.
Oh my God.
I know that was
is that
wild.
what you got for that? That was
That
a
was wild.
wild hot take. B, you got to do better,
she's
bro.
got to
do
her voice
better.
is so irritating. Like, she get mad at the
I see
nigga.
why
Oh,
you
I'm
don't
out.
have a man. Trina look like that, and you saying you see why she don't have a man?
Oh no, she fine.
The nerve of
She
you.
fine, but all that shit don't matter when the motherfuckers start yelling and shit. Like, your fucking voice is irritating. I'm out of here. I mean,
Oh, so you had verses where a bitch yelling at you, and you're like, "Oh, your voice is so lovely. Keep yelling at me."
yeah, nah.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, her shit is extremely annoying. Like, her shit is like at like high decibels and shit. Like,
oh my God.
I don't know. But nah, I mean, it's just another day in the fucking, the saga continues. You know what I mean? Just whites being whites and niggas gonna be niggas. You know what I mean?
Let's talk about Kid Capri, right? Do you think his incident was racist?
Yeah, I mean, she just went about it wrong. I mean, she could have told him to remove his hood because, I mean, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure they've had a bunch of robberies, and I've seen, a lot of places where it says remove your hood and shit like that.
Yes,
I mean, and
yes.
I'm okay with it, but it's all about your approach and how you talk to people. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't got to yell at nobody. I ain't your fucking dog or your child.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd have been like, yo, could have walked over there like, excuse me, can you remove your hood? You got a no hood policy in the store. You know what I mean? Shit like that. And then he would have done it respectfully. And then if he wouldn't have done it respectfully, then, do whatever you need to do as far as any ordinances and shit and call the police, I guess. Even though I don't know if that's worth it. But
yeah,
it's just all about how you talk to people. You know what I mean? Respectfully.
I think that y'all know me, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blackity black, and I'm black, y'all. Like, I'm black, right? And usually, I'm siding on the side of our people. This particular incident, I wasn't really quite on Kid Capri's side, and is partly because of what you said. Because, I think they're not used to that in New York and places like that. But most stores have convenience stores and shit like that, because they get robbed frequently. They have a no hoods policy, right?
Y'all niggas gotta stop robbing the convenience store. Them niggas be having $200 in there, just for the record.
Right. But you gotta think of these small town motherfuckers robbing these fucking convenience stores and fucking
$200 sound like about $2,000.
Right, exactly. So I kind of feel like this, I don't know exactly how the lady said take off your hood. So it could have been super duper disrespectful. It could have been, I would have yelled across the store like, "Hey, can you take off your hood?" Because if you came in there to rob the store, I'm not about to get up on you. Nor am I about to let you get all the way to the counter before I tell you to remove your hood. By this time, you got the gun out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly how this lady said this to Kid Capri, but I know that removal of the hood is pretty much protocol, and I can see why it's protocol. If you look at any surveillance tapes of convenience stores and gas stations getting robbed, it's the same thing. Nigga comes in with the hood on, roll up, pull out the gun, give me your shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know if this was quite racist or quite protocol. Mm-hmm. And I don't necessarily, like I said, I don't know how she said it across.
Hey, nigger.
Yeah, she said like, hey, nigga, take your hood off.
Then I'll take mine off. Well, I'll put mine on.
Baboon ching. Yeah, so I don't know if I can quite side with, we'd like to get a good hashtag, Corner Store Connie. I think it's the hashtag for this.
Cornerstone.
I don't know if I'm quite with this one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if I'm quite with this one, kid. I'm sorry. I don't know if this was racist or just kind of like protocol. And, I'm kind of landing on that. He think he got a discrimination case. You think he got a discrimination case?
I don't know. I mean, not really, but you can give it a shot. He DJ'd y'all. He DJ'd y'all. What's the name? Didn't he? Homecoming.
Yep. Shout out to Kid. Yeah, he was definitely there.
He rocked that bitch, didn't he?
Yeah, it was pretty cool, but I was drunk and high as a bitch. So.
Drugs.
Yeah, I mean, drugs. The gelato. We talked about the gelato.
I thought you were drinking wine in the can. I said, this nigga's a whole gangster.
Wine in a can.
This nigga got a deuce of wine.
I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed to it, but that's not what I'm doing.
Do they make wine in the can?
Bro, they make wine in everything. They got wine in a box. They have wine in a can. They got wine in a jug. Like, name something.
Oh, yeah, I seen the big jug. That shit, yeah. That shit like $4 for a goddamn 2 gallon.
Yes. And damn grape juice costs more than that. Like, what you making that shit with?
That's funny. Oh, so, WIC ass. You got some WIC ass goddamn wine.
WIC wine. WIC wine, bro.
Get that shit right next to the juicy juice. Fuck out of here. Shout out to all the niggas who get WIC.
Shout
all
out
that regular
to
ass cereal.
Who get WIC.
No fun cereal ass niggas. That shit be the goddamn Bran Flakes and goddamn Cheerios and goddamn.
Is WIC still a thing?
Fuck
because
yeah.
They was laughing at us because they said our department gets SNAP benefits.
Shit.
And I thought SNAP replaced WIC.
Nah, hell no. Fucking SNAP, that's EBT, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, nah, WIC is WIC, and then WIC is different than EBT.
I thought EBT, I haven't been poor in a long time. I was poor, don't get it twisted. But WIC is still a whole thing?
Hell yeah.
I didn't know that.
Nigga, go to the grocery store and look at on the grocery store and in the juice aisle, in the cheese aisle, the eggs, WIC approved.
So is WIC still where you have like these vouchers and then you turn it in for the milk and the cheese?
Not no more. Now they got them check cards.
So it is integrated into the EBT. No?
I mean, no. It's separate. It's still WIC. You can still only get cheese and fucking the regular Cheerios, not the Honey Nut Cheerios, the Cheerios.
That's fucked up if you discriminate against Cheerios. Like, I should be able to get Honey Nut.
Nah, ain't no Honey Nut, but you better buy them yourself. Or use your EBT card. You ain't getting them on this WIC, the WIC. We getting the Juicy Juice. That's 100% bullshit Juicy Juice. That shit is the worst. That shit is nasty as fuck. You getting a carton of eggs, you're going to get a little bit of cheese and like $12 worth of fruit.
Can you get fancy cheese? Like, can I get an Asiago or Gouda?
You can. The government ain't covering that shit. Fuck that shit. Shout out to niggas get WIC.
Hey, I need to figure out who still get WIC. I'm going home for Thanksgiving.
It ain't a lot. You're not going to get, nobody can give you their WIC. If they give you their WIC, they is a piece of shit because that shit is like $20 worth of shit.
Do you get baby formula with WIC?
Yes. Yeah. Hell yeah. Absolutely.
You get Enfamil and shit with WIC.
Yeah.
First of all, baby formula is expensive as fuck.
Goddamn right.
So I see why y'all be trying to feed y'all kids till they fucking 2 years old out your titty.
Hell yeah. Like, for sure. And that shit is natural anyway. That shit is processed. And that shit help women like lose weight. It's a bunch of advantages to breastfeeding. Y'all should breastfeed.
Yeah. Funny thing, none of us were ever breastfed.
I was breastfed. Oh, you mean your family?
Yeah, none of my, it's 4 of us. My mom didn't breastfeed any of us.
Really?
Yeah, she didn't breastfeed any of us. My only problem with breastfeeding is when a motherfucker got teeth, can pull out your titty.
I mean,
it's time to stop breastfeeding.
That's sexual abuse, but.
That's how I feel.
That's just weird.
But motherfuckers want to make a case for it. Like, no, it's natural. No. They showed this 9-year-old sucking her mama titties. That's
they
weird. Oh my God. I just didn't want to say it like that.
Yeah, they just fucking a little bit.
Yes. A little bit.
Just doing a little fucking.
Bro, my nigga can make jokes out of molestation. They fucking a little bit.
A little middle school fucking. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, bro. No, that shit is weird.
Yeah.
Did you drink your wife's breast milk?
Mm-hmm.
How it taste?
It's like sweet.
Okay.
It's like it's not nowhere near the consistency of milk, obviously, but it's like sweet. It's like it's kind of like it's kind of like almond milk a little bit. Like it's kind of more, I don't know, but it's way more watery.
It's like almond milk.
It's like way more. It's like sweet, like almond milk, like sweet, the natural sweetness. It's like.
Let me ask you this: would you drink breast milk from anybody outside of your wife? Not directly from the titty, but a cup of breast milk.
I want to say yeah. I think because I think when my twins was preemies and shit, like they had to use breast milk. Like they couldn't really do the whole. They wanted to get breast milk because of the antibodies and everything else. So like they had donor milk and shit. So like I'm a proponent of like if I give some shit to my kids, I'm gonna try it myself. So you know what I mean. Before, so I drank a little bit of that shit. I warmed it up. It's no different. It's better than drinking from a fucking cow.
Somebody's human body making.
But you would drink it from a cow?
Drinking it, yes, because cows are animals. That's like going and drinking somebody's cum that you don't fucking know.
Well, I'm not drinking a cow's cum. I mean, but you drink cow's milk, and that shit is hormonal.
A person body made that. Cows are made. I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm just giving you my opinion on it. I'm just saying, like, cows are here.
So, motherfucker. So you think about like you've had goat cheese and shit, like
animals, yes. We're
all animals.
I'm not drinking human. I'm not drinking secretions from any human. I'm not fucking. Period.
But you drink a cow's milk.
Animal.
That
yes,
shit is
animals.
like hormonally imbalanced for you.
They're farmed for us.
No, they're not.
To consume.
They're farmed. Their milk is specifically produced for their children to grow in.
But I eat cows. I don't eat humans.
I mean, you could.
If I'll eat a fucking a burger or a motherfucking steak, yes, I will drink the milk. I'm not drinking any secretions from a human that I'm not fucking.
Gotcha.
Period. That shit seems disgusting. Breast milk seems disgusting too, but again, you know, you definitely put worse shit in your mouth. So, you know, whatever. I don't,
like her shit got engulfed or engorged one time, and I had to like suck it because she was trying to like relieve depression and shit, and I had to like suck her tit.
Yeah, but that's your wife.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean,
that's your wife. I see you doing that with your wife, but like some strange lady and you putting her secretions in your mouth sounds weird to me. But I do understand it. Like some kids don't latch on, and then they need like donor milk and shit. And I thought for a very long time, because of the hand that rocks the cradle, that a child drank. Facts. If a child drank somebody else's breast milk, then it was kind of like they then become the mother, and the child will reject the other woman's breast milk.
Nah, that goes back
for a
to
very long time.
That goes back to like the porn shit, falsehoods that they've given us.
I like how all roads lead to porn, people.
It's a common thing.
All roads lead to porn.
It's a tie that binds.
Back to Trina. Do you think Trina would have been wrong if she swung on this lady that she was trying to console?
Hell no.
Nah.
Nah. You can call me a nigga. You feel what hate. I'm gonna let you know what my hate feel like. Fuck that shit. You get any response? Yeah. If you speak hateful rhetoric, that goes in. If you call a motherfucker a faggot or a lesbian or whatever, and they don't like that shit, and you subject to get your ass whooped. So if they feel disrespected, you know what I mean? Can't tell nobody how to react. You were wrong in what you did, so this is how I retaliate. So two wrongs make a right.
Hold on to that, because I wanna hear what you got to say later in Free Smoke when we talk about that teacher.
Okay.
I want to get your shit on that. We gonna talk about that. But I'm with you on that. You know, and it's like a double burn because, bitch, I was trying to check on you and see if you was okay.
Right. You're stupid ass.
And you came at me on some crazy shit, and I don't know if it's mental health issues there. The fact that you're sitting crying in the middle of Walmart already tells me like you're a little bit off. Mm-hmm. So, I get it. Another day in America with racial events is lit as shit.
It's lit. It wouldn't be America without it.
I'm gonna roll with you just off that. So, Tyler Creator had his 2019 Cap Flog Gnaw Festival. This weekend was building towards a special performance by a secret headliner. Festival goers thought it was going to be Frank Ocean. I guess it was rumors that Frank Ocean was going to be amongst the artists, and they were excited. But instead, Drizzy Drake showed up. And when Drizzy Drake appeared, he was met with "We Want Frank" and a chorus of boos. They booed Drake straight off the stage. Drake asked the non-fans if they wanted him to continue the show. When the boos didn't cease, Drake bowed out and said, "It's been love," and exited the stage after only a few songs. Tyler Creator was embarrassed. He said he was embarrassed by his fans, and he tweeted, "I thought bringing out one of the biggest artists on the fucking planet to a music festival was fire, but on the flip side, I guess it was a little tone deaf knowing the specific crowd. Some created a narrative in their head and acted out like assholes when it didn't come true, and I don't fuck with that." Drake then later trolled on Instagram saying, "Plot twist, just got signed to a 10-year residency at Camp Flog Gnaw. Sorry kids, see you every single year until you're 30. I got a little cackle out of this, man. It was like, damn it, man. Humbling experience for Drake, or you think nah?
Hell yeah. I mean, he walked on stage. The fuck? Hell yeah. But that shit crazy.
You Drake.
Like, if you like, motherfuckers are just haters. Like, if Drake was a special guest that was unannounced, like, that nigga Drake got busy. Like, he gets busy with the hits. Like, you know what I mean? That nigga can rock for like 2 hours full of his shit. Like, y'all niggas don't want to hear that and see that? That's amazing. Like, niggas just don't give a fuck about you. Like, it's some niggas out here that just pure to hate. Like, this nigga, yeah, I don't know. I'm happy as hell Drake coming out on the show. I'm goddamn rocking.
But what if you thought it was going to be Hove or just somebody you wanted to see and then Drake comes out?
Shit, turn up.
You would be happy if it was Drake either way because you fuck with Drake.
Yeah, Drake got hits, nigga. You fuck with Drake too.
I fuck with Drake too, but when they were booing him, he was singing that slow shit and I wasn't there for that shit either.
But he got to let him get in his bag a little bit. All right, relax. All right, we're going to hit this and we're going to goddamn keep on rocking. I got these for days. Like, don't trip. Somebody love these songs. Like, I don't know. I'm in there. But I got to go to a Drake show. I need to do that because I heard that nigga rocks.
I am sad that I missed out on that Drake show only because that shit looked lit as fuck because that stage was dope as fuck. Mm-hmm. That was the main thing that drew me in. But I love Drake's rapping. I don't love Drake singing. That shit blows me. I hate that shit. So when we get into that shit, I probably would have been sitting down. However, like, I think that you got to understand the audience. Like, think if you had a fucking Hove show or you think Hove gonna come out or whomever your favorite rapper is and Taylor Swift come out. And she one of the biggest fucking artists in the world.
Different though. Like, if I'm at a rap show and a rapper comes out, like.
But you wait for Frank Ocean, even though they thought Frank Ocean, and that wasn't necessarily true that Frank Ocean was supposed to be there. If you buy tickets because you like Frank Ocean, I can't necessarily say a Frank Ocean and a Drake shares the same fan base.
Oh shit, not too far. Frank, I mean,
really?
I don't know.
There's people that, believe it or not, there's people who don't like Drake.
I know, that's weird. I mean, it ain't weird.
I don't think that is weird.
Nah, it ain't weird. But that nigga got hits. Like, even motherfuckers that say they don't like Drake, like, once that nigga get to going and goddamn get to doing this 1-2, he was like, God damn, this nigga got some shit. Just, I mean, I don't know. Like,
I think it was a great way to level set a nigga.
Yeah.
When you think you get too big, like, nah, it's niggas who don't fuck with you out here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of motherfuckers that don't like super commercial shit anyway. So take whoever your biggest star is, and they're like, I don't want that shit. I'd rather have some backpack shit, or I'd rather have some low key shit, or I don't do this whole commercial shit, because Drake is a commercial artist. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I can see motherfuckers, but that shit was funny as shit, because Drake does have kind of like a catalog that can go for a different audience, and they booed that and didn't stop though. Like, they didn't let up on that nigga at all.
Crazy. Shout out to Tyler.
Like,
Tyler was rocking like hell in the front.
He was rocking.
One nigga was having a ball. Like, fuck all y'all niggas. Goddamn, this is my nigga. Fuck that shit. I fuck with Tyler. He's a weirdo, and I fuck with him because he is himself at all times, and I like that. Like, consistency is the key for me. Like, that nigga is a weirdo and don't be giving a fuck, and will blank on your ass on some like black shit, like some pro black shit, but be doing mad weirdo, you know, that's non-typical black shit, I guess, if you can say.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
But beyond that shit, though, I fuck with that nigga.
Like, I think about, what if I was going to I thought Drake was going to be the special guest, and then fucking Kanye came out.
You gonna?
I'll be like,
as soon as he dropped, nah. You
gonna be like, because I don't fuck with him that heavy. I wouldn't. I'll leave.
All the old shit I'm rocking with. I ain't fucking with that new shit though. Like,
I ain't fucking with none of his shit. I don't support him at all.
Yeah, I don't fuck with bro.
None of his shit.
But you still got his music on your phone though.
I don't have him on my phone. I got all streaming services, so unless I click his name, it's not playing on my phone.
So you ain't got so you don't got like playlists and shit, or not just like songs added to your library and shit. Like,
no, not added to my library.
Oh, okay. I got mad shit.
I do playlists and shit within my streaming services. So yeah, is it Kanye shit within my streaming service? Because I'm not about to go through and like, oh, let me find every Kanye.
Are you skipping late registration, college dropout? You skipping that shit?
Well, it's more so in playlists versus his albums.
Nah, I'm saying if it come up on a playlist and it's like a song from College Dropout, not like Gold Digger, no shit like that. Like,
you know what? Kanye shit sometimes hit me like a R. Kelly shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact of the matter is, the nigga did make good music. The fact of the matter is, R. Kelly did make good music. But I told you how I feel about like supporting niggas with streams, and niggas feel like one stream don't matter. You know what I'm saying? But I'll find myself, even with like, if I'm at a party or some shit and that shit come on, I find myself vibing. You know how like you see like videos of Kanye and shit, and then he's smiling, and then he realized he's smiling, then he stopped.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I be. I'm like, oh, like I'll be jamming down like, oh, I don't fuck with this nigga. Like, then I just fall back, like I just stop. Or if it's on my playlist or something, I just skip the shit. Like, I just go to the next shit. But it's always a moment of mourning there. If it's some good shit. It'd be like, damn, why you had to go left like that, bro? Like, and then not only did you fuck over black people, now you fucking over Christians. I can't deal with you devils, bro.
New levels, new devils.
Like, facts, 100%. But yeah, like if a Kanye came out, I'd leave. I'd be like, I ain't fucking with this. If he was the last person, now if it was somebody supposed to come on after him, I'd just sit and chill, go to concession, or go piss, or do some shit like that. But yeah, that's how heavy I don't fuck with him. But you know, Drake, they could have let that man rock, bro. I understand. I understand, you know, y'all might not be the biggest Drake fans and shit, but you know, I'm kind of with you with like, you know, the nigga do have songs, and for the most part, Drake is unproblematic. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. So it's just kind of like, y'all can let that nigga rock, but you like what you like, so I don't have nothing against people, you know. Do you think people should have like a common courtesy for certain artists and shit? Or do you have the right to boo pretty much?
Nah, you got the right to boo for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's what the Apollo was founded on.
True. I feel like, you know, it would have been a little, I think it's crazy only because y'all didn't know who the special guest was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not like y'all bought tickets where they said Frank Ocean is going to perform, and you bought tickets because you're such a big Frank Ocean fan, and then at the end Frank Ocean couldn't make it or something. It's like, oh, Drake here, let's put him on, and you like, I want my money back. It seems from what I've observed is that it was always a secret headliner. And I guess word got around that it was going to be Frank Ocean. First of all, I'd rather hear Drake over Frank Ocean. I like Frank Ocean, but I don't feel like Frank Ocean got as many hits as Drake.
Nah, for sure.
You know, Frank Ocean don't have nearly as big of a catalog as Drake.
What, boy, don't motherfucker hit that human beings in the mind. What's the mind to not believe? Well, he
was just on the hook.
Yeah, nigga, that's cool. Do it a couple times. Shit.
My shit is still a tornado came
around my room until you came. Excuse that. That shit was gay as hell. He was talking about the whole nigga the whole time, right under our noses.
But that's the great thing about music, because I feel like fire. If you like that shit, you like that shit, and that's how music.
His whole first, I mean, his what was his first? Novocaine. The shit. Novocaine is one of the greatest songs of all time.
Channel Orange.
That one. That.
Not with Novocaine?
Nah.
Novocaine.
Babe, hold on. I'm gonna tell you. That was, he got, that was my shit. Let me see. Shout out to fucking Frank Ocean. That's my nigga. Novocaine and albums. What's that shit? It was on a mixtape. Like, it had the mixtape. I got that shit.
Novocaine, babe. Nostalgia. Ultra.
Yeah.
That's what it's saying here. The mixtape. You're right about it being on the mixtape.
Yep. Cause that shit ain't,
that was dope. Cause they was like, bitches didn't start going to Coachella into that.
Nostalgia Ultra? Is that the name of it?
Yeah. Yeah, I said Nostalgia Ultra.
No, I'm just making sure. Cause it's got other people pulling up. This is like sappy.
Sappy.
Yeah, that shit.
It says Novocaine, written by Frank Ocean, co-written by Tricky Stewart, appears on debut mixtape Nostalgia Ultra.
Tricky Stewart wrote mad shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, February 18, 2011. Damn, that don't seem like that long ago. Time is fucking flying, people. Y'all need to be living y'all life.
2011.
That's what it say?
Because I had my kids in 2012, and I remember, like, well, it was a bunch of my homeboys over my house, and we was all like vibing to that fucking Frank Ocean shit.
You might have caught on late.
Nah, I definitely didn't. That was just like 2009, 2010. Yeah, because I was in my first house. Huh.
Well, you need to debate the internet on that.
Yeah,
because everything is saying 2011 for that. So
nah, because his Channel Orange came out in 2012.
Mm-hmm.
So that
because Frank Ocean got popping right after Novocaine, and that's when I got on the Frank Ocean when Novocaine came out.
That nigga.
Hey, Frank Ocean made some good. I didn't like Blonde.
I never listened to it.
Shit. That shit wasn't really that great to me. That's what happens when you put niggas up on a pedestal with one fucking project and shit. Or one great project that you really fucking like. Drake, get booed, litter shit.
That shit. I fuck with Drizzy.
Shit. I like it. It's lit. Humble that nigga. Humble everybody. I feel like everybody
thinking about you. Ooh, nah, nah, nah. That's that shit right there. Ooh, no. I sound like Frank Ocean. Y'all niggas.
Nigga, you sound like a hot dog Frank in an ocean, my nigga. Like, I
see what you did there. That was nice. Swim Good is that like shit, though.
Glizzy.
Swim Good is one of his greatest songs ever.
Swim Good was a good song.
Goddamn.
That's on Channel Orange as well? Nah,
that was on the fucking mixtape. That's that shit right there. I'm about to listen to that when I get off this motherfucker.
I need to listen to that tomorrow.
I got a pretty big on my Lincoln car. That shit was crack. Shit.
Real quick, Summer Walker is canceling her tour.
Listen, man, Summer Walker is one of the most amazing vocalists I have ever fucking heard in my goddamn life. Like, that little motherfucker can sing, Jack. Man, I love her voice. She has a beautiful voice. I swear to God, like, one of the top 10, 15 voices ever. Like, she had posted some old clips on her Instagram.
That's a good compliment.
She can sing way better than Mary J. Blige. But
you such a fucking troll.
I'm just saying. But nah, like, she posted some shit on Instagram today, like a throwback. She was fucking killing that shit. And then I watched the Tiny Desk that she did, like straight all acapella. That motherfucker is amazing. Like, she sing like a goddamn bird. Shout out to fucking her. She's amazing.
Well, she sings very well. Doesn't sound like she washes very well, but she has social anxiety and she's an introvert. So she's canceling the rest of her tours, which is like 10 dates.
Yeah, she's supposed to be in Charlotte on December 4th. I really wanted to go, but this shit's a little hike.
Like Charlotte, Atlanta, Chicago, like a few big locations and shit. So she's canceling it due to social anxiety. I think that, it's real interesting because we're becoming aware of a lot of these entertainers and their mental health issues and things
all creators
like that.
Are nuts though. Like super creative people, they're all fucking nuts. Like especially a lot of musicians, like they're all fucking nuts. Which is like back in the day. If you watch, I don't know if y'all watch Godfather of Harlem, but that shit is extremely dope. But they had like, is when Bumpy Johnson get out and like Malcolm X is doing his whole 1-2, like, with the nation and shit, starting to like do his little uprise and shit. Like Bumpy Johnson get out and everybody like on dope. Like it's basically like heroin that killed Harlem and shit and drugs and shit. And, he was like, that's crazy now. Cause he did like 11 years and when he came back, the hood was fucking just like a fucking war zone in terms of, just fiends and fucking shit everywhere. He's like, this shit crazy. He was like, dope used to just be for musicians and shit. You know what I'm saying? And like cause I guess they got all that creative juices and they got to try to mellow that shit out somehow. But that's the stigma. Like that shit used to be for, musicians and shit.
It's very interesting because I think about like, today people are more forthcoming. It's like, damn, you giving up this bag for this and that. Like you can't just overcome that shit. Like you just want to sing, but you don't want to like really perform. She said that she's going to continue to record, but she's basically like her touring and shows and shit gonna be at a very minimum. I think that is dope in a way because when she does have a show, she's gonna be able to charge an arm and a leg.
Yeah. And it's crazy because on that Tiny Desk shit, she said that shit like she said towards the end, she was like, I think, at the completion of it, because it was about an hour long. Check it out if you don't. It's on YouTube. Tiny Desk series is super dope. It's for like NPR. But at the end, like after she did all the songs and shit, she was like, I'm really happy to be here, but I have social anxiety, so I can't really express myself, but I'm having a great time. Like it was super monotone and flat. Like, all right.
Summer Walker is an interesting character.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
To me, like all together, like she's a very interesting
Summer Walker's a night walker
to me. And
Game of Thrones reference.
And our entertainers back in the day, like you said, they used to just do fucking dope and work through the shit. Because I don't think that this shit is really that new. It's just that it's more accepted now when you say, look, I got these mental health issues that I'm dealing with. For her fans and shit, it's kind of fucked up. I mean, I like Summer Walker, but I'm not pressed to go see her perform or nothing.
Oh, I definitely would go see her perform. She's amazing.
I mean, I would go. I'm just not pressed. Like, I'm not down that Summer Walker is not touring. I still like her music. I definitely know that, you probably love Summer Walker a lot more than I do. But I think that first, I think that it's courageous to say these things. And then also, I think that it's a lot to give up that bag for this shit. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I will probably be one of your entertainers that, fuck it, let's get drunk. I'm going out here, I'm doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting this fucking bag cause that's what we in it for, but some people just want to be true entertainers and do they art. And, that's cool. But I can understand how it would be hard to always come up with creative shit all the time. And entertainers having to do like drugs and shit like that. And then you have your entertainers like Kanye. We definitely know he has mental health issues and all of that. And we just let him continue to fuck his life up. So, shout out to Summer Walker, but Summer Walker canceling her tour is, I'm going to say is lit only because I feel like that take a lot of guts because I don't think I will be able to do the same. You think Summer Walker canceling her tour is lit or shit?
I'm not, I mean, for her mental health, yeah, but as a consumer and a fan, I wanted to see her, so I'm torn.
Okay. I feel you on that. You ready to give out some advice?
Yeah.
All right, we about to get into Ain't Shit in 2 Cents. Ain't Shit in 2 Cents is our listener letter segment where we give advice to listeners of the show who clearly don't care about taking advice from high and drunk people. So I have a little twist today because I am the person who would like some advice, and I decided to use this segment because I have the platform to do it.
I give great advice.
All right. So here's what it is. So
in most cases.
Christmas is coming up. I didn't say anything. I just said into my shit. So Christmas is coming up, right? Or the holidays is coming up, and Christmas is one of the holidays. First of all, I feel like y'all be fucking over Thanksgiving because everything is about Christmas everywhere right now. It's all about Christmas, even though Thanksgiving is about killing a bunch of Indians and shit like that. I feel like, kind of like the word nigger, we've kind of rebranded it, and it's more so a time to spend with family. So I really love Thanksgiving.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite holiday.
Yeah.
And I'll be in Louisiana this year doing some different shit, eating gumbo and crawfish etouffee on you bitch ass niggas.
Nice. I'll be in DC. I'm required.
And Howard Homecoming, fucking something. Shout out to Big.
Wish, but not at all. But yeah, so Christmas is coming up. So last Christmas, I let y'all know on the show.
Shit for. Shout out
to my nieces.
Shout out to your fucking all the nigga you got. Yeah, it's like 19 kids and counting over that motherfucker.
It's definitely not. I'm actually on the low end. It's a lot for me, but I'm on the low end because my cousin currently has 19 nieces and nephews. I have 5. And they're twins, a set of twins. So, I have 3. I have 3 nieces. No, I have 6.
I was about to say you got 6, bro.
Yeah, you're right. You're totally right. I have 3 older nieces, a young nephew, and 2 twin nieces that just came. So it's 6 total. So here's my question. Last year with my nieces, my older nieces, the currently 14, 13, 9, I had a challenge for them where for Christmas I gave them a book about finance. And then I had $100 for them if they could tell me what they learned about finances from that book and what they are going to do with this $100. And during that whole time, my brother his baby's mother has a son, and his son, her son is like 10 years old, and he's been with this girl.
It's 7.
So listen, here's my question. Let me get it out. So I buy him things. I buy kids in my family that's not necessarily, in my,
siblings,
what do you call it?
Niece and nephews.
No, what do you call it with your family? Yeah.
Immediate family?
First circle of family. Immediate. I couldn't think of that word for shit.
I'm here for you.
Jesus. Thank you. So I buy kids things that are not in my immediate family. Like there are some family friends and all of that. I buy kids things. However, I don't buy them things to the level in which I buy my blood nieces and nephews, right? So the whole time while we were having this discussion last year, the little boy who I think is dope, and I definitely bought him something last year because, he's, my brother's, kind of stepson adjacent. They're not married, so it's not stepson. But adjacent, cool little kid, I bought him some shit. But the whole time he was like, I want $100. I want $100. I would have did it. I want $100. So my question is like, should I feel bad or should I treat him the same way I treat my blood nieces and nephew?
So I've been that kid. Like I had a stepdad that raised me, but never treated me as such. But like we used to go to his family house, and he got 2 daughters and shit. And some of one of his brothers always showed me just as much love as he did them. Like meaning that he would, and he might do a little bit more on the back end that I didn't know about, but like he would always give us like $100 bill. Like he would give all like the kids $100. He had bread, he had no kids. So he would give everybody $100 bill. And he would never exclude me. But it was another one of his brothers, nigga named Harold, that I don't fuck with. He ain't never give me shit, which is cool because he ain't have to. He ain't obligated to do that shit. But at the same, I don't fuck with him. So I remember that shit. You know what I'm saying? But Uncle Melvin, who I actually call Uncle Melvin, he's not literally, my blood uncle, obviously, but I call him Uncle Melvin. He always showed love. Like, always. Even when he was just a cool nigga. You know what I'm saying? We used to go up to his house and shit, and we would stay with him, and he would, fix me sandwiches and shit. Like, shit that I remember. Like, kind of harkening back to the fucking conversation we had a couple weeks ago. But the other uncle, I remember going to his house and shit, and I don't really fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And my mom was like a firecracker, so she didn't fuck with him because he did that shit. Like, you're not about to make my son feel like less than, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So I wouldn't say that you don't have an obligation to, but if you fuck with a little kid enough and like you can tell that he'd be super appreciative and like that, it'll mean something to him, I'd say, you don't necessarily, like, you don't have to give him everything, but I would show, a good amount of love to him, you know what I'm saying? Just because that shit sucks being on the outside, you know what I mean? When you surrounded by a whole bunch of family, because now, I mean, for what it's worth, I mean, he got 3 siblings you know what I'm saying? He is going to be in your family regardless because he got 3 siblings in your family, you know what I'm saying?
So, for clarity, I definitely got him.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just didn't give it to the level in which I gave my nieces. And my whole thing about it is, and outside of that particular situation, it's no, difference in how I interact and shit with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to figure out, like, what's my obligation?
You're obligated to give him something.
Aunt.
Yeah.
Do I have to give him, if I give my nieces and shit X amount of dollars worth of shit or X amount of dollars, should I feel obligated to give him the exact same?
Nah, you ain't got to feel obligated to do nothing. The only obligation that you have is I mean, you ain't obligated to do shit, but
right.
But I mean, in terms of just the good-hearted nature person that you are, you're obligated, right? Because that's just how you're made up. So you're obligated to get him something. Maybe not to the level, you know what I mean? Or like if you do, like maybe not in public, you know what I'm saying? Like you could give like your niece and your other nieces like something like on the low and like, yo, just keep this between us. It's me, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to make him feel weird, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to give.
But here's the thing though. Here's the thing about this particular situation that may be like a slightly outlier. His father is in his life. Mm-hmm. His father's side of the family is in his life. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So he's not like this kid that's like going without. He show up with like, first of all, let's be clear, like all of them, my nieces included, are fucking materialistic as fuck that I fucking hate. Mm-hmm. So like Christmas, he show up, he got gold chains with his name. Like he got shit that they don't have. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Because he basically getting shit from like 2 and 3 families and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where they're not getting as much shit as him. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's another part where I don't feel necessarily.
Oh yeah, well he good at shit.
Obligated, because it's not like
he's
this guy he's sitting on the side and doing without.
But if he was if he took the initiative to want to say, hey, like I'll do the report for the $100, like you got to kind of, I mean, you don't have to reward him, but you got to. He might got some extra shit like, oh, okay, well, you might be something. You know what I'm saying? Like, in terms of that, like, is he not just doing it for the money, or is he actually doing it because he want to learn and then reap the reward?
No, he doing it for the money. They all did it because of the money.
Okay, gotcha.
Not just singling him out. They all did it because of the money. If I would have just went to them and gave them this book and that's it, they would have fucking looked at me like I was dumb as hell. Like, where's the rest of Christmas? Mm-hmm. And that's another problem, right? So I wanted them to work a little bit for this money. I had to work for my money. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You need to work a little bit, and I want to, as an aunt, I'm not around you. So I want to give you whatever nuggets I can when I'm around you and shit that I know that you're not getting. I'm unsure what I'm going to make them do this year, but they are so materialistic, bro. Like they are material rich, but I feel like they're becoming knowledge poor.
Mm-hmm. It's time for them to get a job.
Yeah. Especially my niece that just turned 14.
Yeah, she can get a job.
By the time summer comes.
Yeah, summertime, it's job time.
Yeah, it's job time. I had a job when I was 14.
For sure.
And, you know, this generation of kids, and I know everybody says that when you get to a certain age, you think that the generation before you ain't shit. I mean, the generation after you, they ain't shit. But, you know, with just the Instagram and shit like that, and we'll talk about that a little bit later as well, with Instagram and all this shit, like, the biggest thing I ever wanted was an Averex jacket, right? And I
seen fucking a picture of Method Man the other day. Like, they had, like, on the Urban Throwbacks page, they had a fucking picture with that nigga with the yellow fucking Ave. I was like, that is the most beautiful coat I've ever seen in my life. Like, that shit was so fun. I'm gonna send it to you. That shit was fucking crazy. And I never had an Averex, and I wanted one so bad. And my nigga Real, shout out to Real.
Listen, I used to ask my parents, I used to beg my parents for an Averex. I was like, look, don't get me nothing else. Just give me this Averex, or give me $300 on the Averex. I'll figure out the rest myself. Averex was hitting you about fucking $400 back then.
Shit, hell yeah, go to Baggio's. Baggio's used to have them bitches, man. Them shits was hard. Shout out, a bunch of my niggas had them. I never had them. I was disappointed. Like, I wanted them bitches so fucking bad, man. Shout out to my nigga Smiles. Smiles had a red one. That shit was hard. My nigga World and Brolic, they both had they was the first niggas with the Averex with the, it wasn't leather though. It was the goddamn, like, the cloth shit. Man, them bitches was
they did come out with those. I remember those, like the racing jacket joints.
Kind of, sort of. They was like kind of like a suede, you know what I mean? Like, them shit so fire. God
the
damn.
joints I'm talking about is like almost like I don't know if the term is called tweed. It's like a coarse cotton.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Them shits was fire. Yeah. I'm about to text them nigga in a minute. Like, yo, you know you had
I'm about to text them niggas about that Averex.
That shit was fire. I wanted one so
like
bad.
They so materialistic, like, they on some shit like they got jobs and shit. They ask for shit like, oh yeah, so I'm gonna need this Milano jacket. I'm gonna need this MCM fanny pack. I'm gonna need this Balenciaga shoes. What the fuck? I don't have none of that.
Yeah, I'm straight.
How you getting that? And then your parents getting you shit, and what you don't know is half this shit you rocking fake. And you out here feeling the way. So, you know, it's just different. But your final advice to me, Fresh, about this, and I'm gonna give you a dollar amount. If I'm spending, I'm gonna just say 100 to 150 on my, I think I got a lot of them now.
For sure.
On my 6.
I'd say about 60 to $70. Get a couple shirts. Get that nigga a couple shirts. He'd be good.
Yeah.
Get him a couple lows.
I mean, I think that I gave him like, how much I give him last year? I think I gave him like 40 last year.
Yeah, give him like 3 shirts. You can get them like, go to the Belks or some shit, Dillard's. They got like, they be having the crazy sales. You can get a nigga a couple polo shirts. Like $30, $40.
Nah, they don't be rocking with that shit. They don't be wearing polo and shit like that. Again, they wear Balenciaga.
Man,
they
Polo's
wear
classic.
Boss.
Everybody wear polo.
They wear.
Oh, they from DC
like
though,
that.
so they different. Y'all wear
yeah,
different shit.
Don't really. Everybody don't wear polo like that no more. B. Like everybody don't. I do.
Polos is forever classic.
Everybody don't wear polo like that. Like niggas don't be rocking polo like that everywhere. I still fuck with that shit, but I be fucking more so like with the polo sport and shit.
That shit's so crazy. I seen the damn sweatsuit the other day. That bitch was so goddamn fire. That bitch was like $290. No way. No sir.
This season polo sport shit is fire.
Crazy. Like that. It's all the old shit.
Fire.
Like it's all the like 95 and 96 polo sport shit with like.
Bro, I saw a bunch of camo shit that was dope.
Yeah, I seen that too.
You know I'm about colors and shit. Like it was like fucking camo with bright pink, camo with bright yellow, bright blue on the shit.
Yeah, Ralph been going crazy. Like I don't know what designers he found or old designers he got, but them niggas been going crazy.
Facts. Well, thanks for the advice, B. I will take that into consideration. If y'all want some of this A1 advice, write into the ain'tshitshow@gmail.com and your letter may get read on the show. Y'all know that's the X where the I will be. You ready to get into free smoke?
I got a PP.
All right. Do you need an edit point?
Nah, let's just roll through.
Can you wait?
Hold it down.
Let's do it. All right, so Free Smoke is where we talk about any hot button personal topics. It could be anything from politics to petty. And today's topic is today's outrage. And the focus of today's outrage is related to children. I always like talking to B about kids because I never know where he's going to go with this. But the first topic in which I would like to discuss that's going on the internet and creating so much discussion is that T.I. discussed on a podcast that he takes his daughter to the gynecologist and makes them check her hymen to see if she has lost her virginity or not. He signs the paper, he does all that, and he want to know what's going on with her hymen. A lot of people are appalled. Some, I think the numbers are lower, but some people are in favor with the way T.I. parents. I know that it was a big deal because when all the white stations and all the white personalities and all of that starts picking up the story and running with it, I know it has made it big. What do you think about T.I. checking his daughter's hymen?
First and foremost, he should not have put that shit out for public consumption. Like, that shit is some family business that you need to keep fucking private. Certain things are fucking private. And,
agreed.
Whatever you do in your household, I mean, granted, obviously you opened your household up to cameras and shit by, filming them, whatever, but at the same time, even still, like, I would imagine that you wouldn't, well, maybe you would at this point, but, I would imagine that you wouldn't you wouldn't put that shit on camera that you're taking your little girl to the fucking shit because you haven't done it, so. Obviously, that's personal and private, and I think that should have stayed off the podcast. I think that was his number one mistake.
Okay.
And kind of saying it in jest, you know what I'm saying, on the podcast with the women or whatever, because that was, what's the name podcast? Miguel Wife podcast or some shit like that.
Yes. Yes. I forget her name, but she's very
Nas.
pretty.
Her name Nas or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Miguel's beard, yes.
But fucking, but yeah, I think that was where his first mistake. In terms of his parenting, I can't really speak towards it. I can attest to the fact that, like, while I'm raising a daughter, and when she gets to the age of sexual behavior, then we are definitely going to have a conversation, and I will be on her. I do my rules, my house. Like, you will not be. I do not want you to have sex, and if I can prevent it, I will certainly do that. I don't know about taking you to the doctor, but I would definitely be taking you, or you would be going for your checkups, and we would certainly be having a discussion because I need to know what I'm dealing with. Because if you are in fact having sex, we need to take all the preventative and precautionary measures. Because I do not want to be a fucking however old I will be. It's when my daughter 10 years, 18? So I'll be fucking. What am I now? 36? So I'll be 46. I do not want to be a 46-year-old fucking granddaddy. You know what I'm saying? So,
shout out to the 30-something-year-old grandparents. I know a few.
For sure. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, if a motherfucker living under my rules and under my house and I'm taking care of you financially, you will adhere to my rules. You know what I mean? Like, and I mean, it's obviously, or I would hope, and I would put that, I mean, I was having sex when I was 15, but at the same time, like, I mean, I didn't broadcast it and shit, and I was, for the most part, pretty cautious in terms of, wearing protection and shit. But once I turned 19, I had a little mishap and shit happened, you know what I mean? So, but I went to my mom, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't in her house at that time, but she still, had to help me out in certain areas. But I don't know, man. I feel like I certainly agree that he wants to do whatever he can to ensure that his daughter, doesn't have, sex early. It's just kind of harsh.
She's 18.
Well,
at what point in time do you
16.
still?
He said it started.
At what point in time do you stop monitoring?
Well, when she's 18, she's in college. So, I mean, she's technically legally an adult. You know what I mean? You're really not an adult at 18. You really don't become an adult till you're like 22.
And some people still not adults at 25.
Yeah, but I mean, she's not in your house. Then you know what I'm saying? Like, she in college and shit. Yeah. She gonna do what she gonna do. You can't stop her from living her life. But when she's 16 is what he actually started. was how the conversation began. He said when she was 16, you know what I'm saying, he took her to the gynecologist and did whatever. So you got that right. Like when you are under my care and I'm taking care of you and I'm still your parent and you're still a minor, you fucking right. We going to the damn doctor and and I'm gonna find out, because if you lying, then we have to deal with that. But when she's 18, you know, to this point, like you can't continue to do that shit until she turns 18, 19 and shit. You can't do that because that's just unrealistic. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't even get her information because she's fucking 18. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
You get to sign the papers. He signed the papers.
Yeah, but that was when she was 16 though.
To release the information.
That was when she was 16. She's 18
He said
now.
he's still doing it though.
Well, I didn't hear that part.
He said he had to sign the papers.
Yeah, but he was talking about when she was 16. Like, I don't know if she 18, so you can't just release. I don't know how that works.
She signed the papers for him to get the information. I heard that part.
But that was when she was 16 though. That's what I heard. Like when she was 16 is when he was signing.
He said, I still check her.
Well,
he said after her 18th birthday, we went to the gynecologist and I need to check and see if the hymen's still there. Let me get my shit off. I feel like T.I. continues to fucking disappoint me. I used to love T.I. I really used to love T.I. But the more and more T.I. talks, he turns me the fuck off. T.I. is a huge misogynist. And what y'all need to understand about misogynists are just not misogynists to their wives and other women. They're misogynists to their daughters. They misogynists to every woman. Misogynists they want to control women. They feel like women are not equal. Where T.I. turns me the fuck off is because I hate men who have different standards for their sons versus their daughters. And T.I.'s 14-year-old son has admitted that he is having sex. Are you checking his balls? You don't care. Because here's the thing. Motherfuckers don't care when their sons get somebody's daughter pregnant because it's the daughter's parents' responsibility. And we're perpetuating the stereotype that niggas can just abandon their kids. I've heard men both say that, like, I don't want daughters because daughters get pregnant. Who the fuck you think your sons are fucking? And the fact that T.I. wants to you can have a conversation with your daughter. If you and your daughter have this relationship, and I understand you wanting to know the status of your children and if they're having sex or not. So you need to create an open relationship where she feels comfortable telling you that. But the fact that you're going to the doctor and checking a hymen, which really is not an indicator of virginity or not, it's absurd to me. You're like one of the biggest hoes out here. You treat your wife fucking like trash. And you probably don't treat Zonique like that because she's not technically your daughter. She's your stepdaughter. But I feel bad for Deja. I feel bad for Deja because there are countries out here in which this hymen check has been used to authenticate whether you can get married, whether you get stoned, whether you have a fucking castration, a female castration where they fucking sew up your fucking vagina. There are women who are killed because their hymen is broken and men deem them to not be as clean or not as worthy. But men out here doing shit all the fucking time. I think that is fucked up on various points. I feel like it's fucked up because not only are you doing this fuck shit to your grown ass daughter that's 18, the fact that you're telling her business is super fucked up. And that goes back to what B. Hill said about keeping that shit in the family. Like, I feel like it's fucked up. There's no way to co-sign to that. And you should not have different standards for your daughter than for your sons. You should teach all of your kids to respect themselves. You should teach all of your kids not to just be out here doing it with anybody. However, if you choose to get into this lifestyle and start doing it at 15, 16, 17, 18, whatever, let's talk about it so we can get you the proper protections in place. I don't want you doing it, but at the end of the day, you're not about to stop nobody from doing nothing they want to do. So I feel like T.I. is just an even bigger asshole than I thought he was before. And the more that he talks, the more that he turns me off about him. He literally treats his wife like shit. and then want to post her all the time and then be like, this my bae, and then you make her look stupid out here. But Tiny, you a dumb bitch too for keep going back to him. But don't do that to your daughter. And T.I.'s daughter has been out here liking comments that are against T.I. So don't do that. Like, stop being a fucking misogynist. All y'all fucking misogynists out there, and there's a lot of fucking y'all out there. Women are not y'all fucking property. Women are not where you get to check and see their purity. Here's my question, B. When you find out that your daughter is not a virgin, what is T.I. gonna do? Is she less worthy? Cause he didn't really go into that, and maybe you know, and you done listen to some more T.I. shit than I done listen to. Like, I'm gonna stop fucking with you now that you're not a virgin, even though your 14-year-old brother is out here fucking. Like, did he say?
Nah, I mean, I ain't hear the podcast. I just heard like excerpts, a little, like the full version of that specific segment. I ain't hear the whole. They took the shit down, so I couldn't hear it, but I heard the little clip of it.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, I haven't heard a whole lot from T.I., who's a very vocal person.
Right.
I haven't heard a whole lot, so maybe he might be feeling this. Like, keep some shit to yourself. Like, keep some of your caveman, archaic ways to your fucking self, because not only is it fucked up, but you embarrassed your whole daughter out here. You know what I'm saying? And think about it, like, penetration ain't the only way to have sex. Your daughter could be out here sucking 1 million dicks or eating 1 million pussies. Like, you don't know what the fuck is going on. So, like, be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be respectful. Moving along. Outrage for the kids. So IG is testing hiding likes, and they're saying it's because of bullying, and they're trying to mitigate bullying. But you have artists like Cardi B and Nicki Minaj who made very valid points about IG hiding these likes. And it basically goes back to the almighty dollar, as most things do. I think Nicki Minaj made some great points about, basically people are getting rich off of IG. People are starting businesses. People are becoming movie stars and actors and singers and all of these great things. A lot of entrepreneurship is going on this free platform. And the first thing that IG did was change up your algorithm. So we're not getting shit in chronological order, right? Anymore. So they want you to see what they want you to see. And then every third post is a sponsored IG ad, where you had to pay IG, Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg in order to post this shit. So Nicki Minaj started talking about that. And then the way individuals, if, Polo want to come to Be Healed, they're going to say, hey, what's your engagements look like? They see you got fucking 4 million followers and you got fucking 1 million likes on shit. They're going to fuck with you directly. But now they got to fuck with Instagram directly. Mm-hmm. Cardi B said that she feels like this is not going to stop bullying. She said that basically she feels like the comments is where they need to stop that, basically. Stop the comments, stop people liking comments and commenting on the comments. What is your thoughts behind IG hiding the likes and putting it behind the bullying of basically kids?
Yeah, it ain't about likes. Niggas ain't like, it's about the comments where you can goddamn fire a motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where the fuck shit happens. So, I mean, yeah, I agree with Cardi. It ain't really about the likes, you know what I'm saying? Because you can still like a picture or not, you know what I mean? Whatever. But like I said, where the meat and potatoes and rubber meet the road is in them comments, you know what I'm saying? That's when, because words hurt, you know what I'm saying? Like, for what it's worth, words hurt, you know what I mean? So, the fact that you can, comment, like, you may not be able to, you can't unlike the pic, you know what I'm saying? You can just keep it moving versus not liking the pic and then saying, you look stupid, your fat ass. Or, you know what I mean? Just insulting a motherfucker, like, for real. So, like,
bitch. For
real, you know what I'm saying? So, like, the unlike and like button ain't. Now, if it had an unlike button, then, you know what I mean? That would obviously.
But it's interesting because Facebook has, like, love, angry face. Don't it have angry face?
Yeah.
Like, it has all of that, and they owned by the same company. I think, so I'm 50-50 on this, right? Because I do feel like IG, it's about the money. I feel like they trying to stop people bags and they trying to make you come directly to the plug in order to spend your money for advertising and other types of entrepreneurial ventures. On the flip side of that, it's kind of like there are, like, first of all, parents got a parent. I feel like we are changing an app that's not meant for kids to suit kids.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, start a whole new app that's for kids. Start a Kidstagram or shit like that for motherfuckers under 18. I think that will be a good idea, and parents are connected to it. So when somebody comment, get a DM, whatever, it automatically sends to the parents as well as the kid. We're trying to make things for kids that is not for kids. Your child, I feel like motherfuckers under like 15, 16 shouldn't have an Instagram anyway. That's just how I feel about it. So parents got to be held responsible for parenting. I feel like IG was founded, before I go there, outside of the kids, there are people, grown-ass individual, who live and die by the likes. Attention is the new money. Like, it's the likes. If they don't get as many likes, I've heard many a conversation. Ain't nobody ever came at me like that, because I would look at you like you totally fucking stupid. But I've had adults come to me and have conversations to me about other adults that be like, oh, you don't like none of my pics. You don't like none of my pics.
It'd be wild for a nigga to say that shit.
Niggas do.
I know.
It's niggas that live by the likes.
That shit crazy.
As well.
Niggas that say like, damn, bro, you don't be liking none of my shit. Like, what?
Like, how you a grown man, you even feel comfortable saying that?
Right.
How you a grown up and you feel comfortable saying that? Even if that's how you feel. How do you feel comfortable saying that shit? So I'm kind of like, get rid of this shit for all the motherfuckers that's obsessed with the likes. But the other part about it is, Instagram, this is the basis of your app, right? So just like Snapchat, motherfucking MySpace and all of that, easy come, easy go. It's another motherfucker making an app right now. And Instagram could go by the wayside just like any other app out here. I already get annoyed as fuck because I feel like it's so many sponsor ads and I see the shit all the time. So whatever we talking about right now, I'm sure when I go to my Instagram, I'm going to have a Polo app, a Polo sponsor ad on my shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Instagram hiding the likes. I feel like you're hiding behind the bullying shit to really get to the money, but I don't feel like kids is really the motive for this.
Yep, I agree with you.
All right, last but not least. So a 32-year-old substitute teacher beat the shit out of a student in a Texas high school and stomped her out. This teacher was substituting for like a special needs type class, and apparently the student didn't want to do the work no more, slapped the teacher and called her a nigga. And so what you see on this clip is this teacher basically giving this student like a fucking hard ass 3-piece and literally stomping her out. What do you think about that?
I think you have a right. I think you have a right to defend yourself. I think the kid was special needs, right?
Yeah. Special needs.
Yeah, special needs. And then, yeah, man, I mean, you got a right to defend yourself, but then it's just excessive force. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't have to stomp the motherfucker out, but, you know, some people just got a certain switch. I know a lot of people that like are just normally very mild-mannered, but you touch them, motherfucker go to 100 on your ass, and like, it's just like a switch that clicks. You know what I'm saying? So, motherfucker might have been having a bad day. I think it was excessive. Absolutely. It was been my kid who had issues, but at the same time, I also understand that how motherfuckers go to a certain level. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people don't have that restraint or that governor, I guess you would call it, to be able to, like, you know, back up and take a breath and, you know what I mean? Like, just get the situation, you know, under control and then deal with it. But like, some motherfuckers just go 100. You know what I'm saying? Some people just train like that. You never know what that lady got going on at home, or been, you know, subject to or whatever. So
So you feel like it was kind of like justified, like it was
no,
excessive force, but it was
excessive.
okay for her to hit it?
Yeah, I mean,
the kid back?
Initially, yeah. Hell yeah. Like, some shit is just instinctive, you know what I'm saying? My natural reaction if somebody hit me is to hit their ass back, you know what I'm saying? Like, in more cases than not. But at the same, I mean, I would hope that I had better restraint and not be able to hit a kid. But we also know, like, and please, goddamn, don't try to cancel us. But, like, slow motherfuckers be strong.
Him.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
cancel him.
Slow motherfuckers be strong now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that shit probably hurt.
Yeah.
That shit
I'm
probably
sure
hurt.
it did.
That shit hurt. So, like, you got them, like, certain shit. Like, if you ever been hit hard enough, your ass, it's a couple things that happen. You either be like, all right, I'm gonna chill, or I'm about to go nuts because that shit hurt and this motherfucker can hit hard and I got to go, you know, like summon up some Super Saiyan strength or some shit like that. And you just, I mean, like I said, I seen several different reactions when people get punched in their face. You know what I'm saying? Like, you either just go nuts or you just fall back or you obviously get knocked out or you just turn up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just certain switches and certain people that get hit, you know what I mean? They get jostled whenever shit happens to them. So, I think it was excessive stomping and shit. Cause you realize,
the stomping was
that's like, you know, when you stomping a motherfucker, like, you know what I'm saying? But like, just in terms of, you know, like a mean 1-2, like the 1-2 would have got him up off of you, you know what I'm saying? And then like, cause at the end of the day.
But the student was sitting down. Let's be clear.
Yeah, but still, that motherfucker still, a 1-2 would get a motherfucker off. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're to the point, but you stomping a motherfucker out is crazy. Like, that shit, especially a kid, cause they still, I mean, but you never know. Special needs motherfuckers be going to school for a minute, so. Could have been a whole grown ass man.
They go to school for a very long time. Yeah. But see, I think in this particular situation, this is why I don't quite agree. Now, it's very interesting because, you know, I told y'all I went to homecoming and, you know, I was having a conversation with one of my good friends that does teaching and shit like that, and you know, she was talking about conversation that she had with a student, and basically her and the student was about to go head up, and she was like, I'll beat your fucking ass out here, you know what I'm saying? But I think that for this, what makes it different for me is that these were special needs students, right? And I feel like this teacher, I'm holding her to the same standard that I would hold a police officer. You have been trained on how to deal with these types of students. And just like you said, sometimes they strong, sometimes they way older than other students. But I feel like the mental capacity is not there versus some badass student in your class. So in my opinion, I felt like this teacher was kind of wrong. I felt like this teacher was wrong, even though the kid did in fact put hands on you, and the kid did in fact call you out your name and called you something that's very triggering to our community. I understand, but at the end of the day, you got to know these types of things may happen because of the type of students that you're dealing with. So the fact that you the first video that I saw was basically her like, boom, 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 stomp, stomp, stomp. And even just saying that without any backstory, I was like, whoa, that is a lot. Because it wasn't like they were going at it type thing and you were defending yourself. It was kind of like, damn, bitch, like, what's going on? Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of, in this particular instance, I kind of feel like the teacher was wrong. I feel like the teacher was wrong because of the mental capacity of that student, and you're supposed to have special training for those types of students. Now, I do agree with you, like sometimes you snap. But with that, if you snap, you got to understand the consequences of you snapping.
Oh, that's a fact.
And that you may get locked up because of what the fuck you did. So I can't necessarily say if it were me, I wouldn't have two-pieced this student. I hope that I wouldn't based on my training. And I'm sure they're not having a substitute, even though you're a sub, I'm sure they're not having a substitute teacher with no training with those types of students just go in with these types of students. Because I know parents who have special needs students. I have not a lot, but I have like 2 maybe special needs individuals, probably more than that for real, but 2 special needs family members. And you're right, they are strong.
Cause they don't got no governor.
Friends.
They don't know how to, like, you know what I mean, turn that shit on.
Yeah, so I feel like she was kind of wrong with that. Like, I feel like that was kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, everybody got to deal with their consequences. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, her beating the shit out this student ain't gonna teach them. I'm not gonna say it ain't. May not teach them a lesson because they don't have that. She may or may not have that capacity.
Shit, I don't know though. Them niggas be smart though. Niggas be
they
specialized
needs. Smart.
Yeah. Them niggas, they know what the fuck. Like my homeboy, his son autistic. You know what I'm saying? And he got stung by a bee. And that nigga, like, he's like low functioning, meaning that he's like nonverbal and shit. No, not. He's low.
High functioning nonverbal. Okay, he's low functioning.
Yeah, low functioning nonverbal. But smart though, like you know what I mean. And
usually they say high functioning if they're smart.
Well, I mean, this is a different level of smart though. Like, cause if you get on a computer, that nigga get busy. You know what I'm saying? But he just can't talk. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't respond. Like he knows when you're talking to him. I don't know. It's weird. Like, shout out to Mr. Noodle.
Yeah, because it's a spectrum and everybody is very different. And
but he's aware. Like he know what like. He got stung by some bees and shit, you know what I'm saying? The nigga see a bee, he know what time it is. Like, he's getting extremely fucking low. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you and I say that because, you know, they beat the fuck out the kids in front of the rest of the kids. They be like, oh, shit. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't fucking around. True. Like, you know what I mean? Whatever, however they communicate in their head, that shit's like, oh, nah, I still ain't, you know, fucking around and shit. So,
Yeah. FYI, just a little PSA. Black boys are like 6 times higher at a higher rate of being on the autism spectrum, being nonverbal and all of that. I have a couple people that I know of with black boys who have autism. And again, that spectrum is very broad. It's probably people you know and you don't even know they have autism. That's how broad the spectrum is. It might be somebody you just like, yo, you crazy. And they really like on the autism spectrum. But just be aware of that because as black people, we don't want to admit the fact that our children may have some type of learning delay or anything like that. But the thing about autism is with a lot of it, and I've learned a lot just for having friends with boys with autism, is that the earlier you catch it, like the better off they are. You know what I'm saying? They come out better versus you just praying about it and now, you know, he ate and not speaking. You know? So I say all that to just say, you know, get your kids checked out. Worst case scenario, they just might be late bloomers, you know. But if they do have some type of autism or something like that going on, you're able to catch it early and you're able to help them so that they can live regular, productive lives. So I just want to say that because I do know a lot of people with more than I think that I should know of kids, little black boys with autism. But with that being said, I want to thank y'all for listening. Make sure you subscribe to the show, and follow, go to our website, theain'tshitshow.com. And that's the X where the I would be. And y'all can follow us on Twitter, IG, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, all that jazz, iHeartRadio. And, you know, shout us out, man. We love all of it. Again, shout out to everybody at Homecoming who listens to the show, who has great things to say about the show. They think that we're funny, B.
Goddamn right. Duh. No, I appreciate you.
And, you know, I like to end the show with a quote. And today's quote is, everybody has a chapter that they don't read out loud. And with that being said, I want y'all to check on your strong friends. Oh shit, they on some Floyd Mayweather shit?
Nah, you know, niggas just be in like, they don't like to read aloud.
Until next week, y'all, I want y'all to be great and the marathon continues.
Rip nip.